news. Oh, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning Expresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
And a very good morning to you. And just like that, you wake up and it is Thursday. And I can say on your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso, the festive cheer is in the air. And that's all thanks to Woolworths. We will also be getting the easy holiday glam look ideas from Roshana Isaacs and party looks for the festive season from Megan Pedro. So we've got you sorted out, ladies. Then ahead of the weekend's Cape Town Sevens, I mean, we are so excited because some of the guys in green and gold, they will be in studio. I'm talking about Selvin Davids, Ronald Brown, Dewald Human and Tian Pretorius. They are some of the gents coming for a visit. I'm pretty sure the G-Man is super excited for that chat. And then we also have that interview that you've been waiting for. Our very own Katlego got to interview the legendary Craig David, who will be performing in Cape Town tonight. And stay tuned to your Feel Good Breakfast Show because we will be showing you that. And I can't wait personally to hear everything that they got to talk about. So yeah, that and a whole lot more coming up between now and 9 o'clock. But let's say good morning to Graham. Hey, G.
Hey, Zo, you look gorgeous this morning. Good morning to y'all. You all look gorgeous this morning. It is going to be a gorgeous day. Yes, the Rugby 7 Stars are here, still feeling the success from Dubai last weekend, so riding high. Perfect setting for the Cape Town Sevens. But, of course, we have a superstar in our presence in the form of Craig Davids here for a one-night-only performance. And, of course, it sounds like him and Kat had some incredible chemistry. And I know Kat was relishing every second that he got to spend with him. And, yes, he did have an opportunity to sing with him as well. So we're going to give you guys that opportunity right now. I'm going to ask you, and everyone's got one or maybe two or three, what is your favorite Craig David song? If you've got a Craig David playlist playing in your car, in your ear right now, what is that song that you're singing? In fact, sing it for us. Drop us a voice note this morning and we'll play it out live on air. 063 408 8863. We'd love to hear from you. You can also start a bit of gees as well for the Rugby Sevens lads ahead of a big weekend for Cape Town Sevens. In fact, it's starting to feel a lot like a Friday, so I'm going to juice up and make sure I'm prepared for a busy 3 hours, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to drag you along with us and, of course, give you some of those major talking points as well. Let's get into that right now before I delve into the sport. Here's the news.
Thank you, Graham. Well, let's start off with national news. Eskom has indicated that stage 6 load shedding will apply until 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, after which stage 5 will come into effect. Yesterday, the power facility first upgraded load shedding to stage 4 and shortly thereafter to stage 6 after several units at its power stations had broken down. Meanwhile, energy expert Professor Mark Swilling of Stellenbosch University says without financial intervention from government, Eskom has no choice but to propose electricity tariff hikes. Swilling says Eskom cannot be financially viable if the government fails to assist. And staying with local news, the Department of Justice and Correctional Services has confirmed that the convicted murderer, Janus Valus, was released on parole yesterday under strict conditions. The department said Valus was released from hospital yesterday morning, where he received treatment after a fellow prisoner had stabbed him with a sharp object last week. Earlier, the Constitutional Court has found that it was irrational and unconstitutional to refuse parole to Walus, who served a life sentence for the murder of Communist Party leader Chris Hani in 1993. Moving to news beyond our own borders, the Zimbabwean government has pledged to pay compensation to white commercial farmers who lost their land between 2000 and 2001 during the government's controversial land reform program. The country's Minister of Finance, Ntuli Nkube, says the government has reached an agreement with the former farmers and they have agreed to a proposed payment plan. Nkube says this forms part of essential economic and management reforms that the Zimbabwean government is working on. And staying with news abroad, 25 people have been arrested in raids across Germany on suspicions of plotting to overthrow the government. The group of far-right and ex-military figures are said to have prepared for Day X to storm the Reichstag Parliament building and seize power. A man from an old aristocratic family is alleged to have been central to their plans. Arrests were made across 11 German states. Interior Minister Nancy Faeser says assured Germans that authorities would respond with the full force of the law, and I quote, against the enemies of democracy, end of quote. And now moving to a western lowland gorilla named Kiburi, weighing 193 kilograms and described as a 1.6 meter friendly and playful gentle giant, arrived at London Zoo yesterday after being flown in as part of an international breeding program for this critically endangered species. Kiburi's there to lead the Conservation Zoo's current troop, females Mjuku and Effie, and youngsters Alika and Gurno in the family gorilla's kingdom home. Gorilla keeper Glyn Hennessy said they hope in time to once again hear the pitter-patter of tiny gorilla feet, boosting the dwindling population numbers of this critically endangered species. Kiburi, 18 years old, traveled from a zoo in Tenerife, Spain, and was given absolute VIP treatment by DHL on the 3,060-kilometer journey. Now, in an extremely comfortable, custom-built crate and appearing not phased at all, Kiburi enjoyed a meal of nutritious leafy greens, snacked on leeks and bananas, and had a refreshing drink of cold fruit tea during his first-class trip. Well, here at Expresso, we certainly wish Kiburi all the best in his new home. Well, that's where I leave your morning headlines. Let's take a first look at your sport with Graham.
Thank you so much. So let's start with the big one from a local perspective. Springbok Sevens coach Sandile Nkobo has included Darren Adonis in the Blitzboks playmaking role for this weekend's Cape Town Sevens leg. So Adonis's inclusion is the only change to the side that clinched the Dubai Sevens title last weekend in spectacular fashion, as he replaces Devalt Human, who of course picked up a groin injury in the last tournament, sadly. Adonis is playing now, played in the opening tournament of the series, in fact, in Hong Kong last month, so great to see him back. South Africa going to need him. He'll be in Pool A alongside France, Fiji and Canada. Then on to football. Belgium's playmaker Eden Hazard has retired from international football at the age of 31. So Hazard made his Belgium debut back in 2008 at the age of just 17 and went on to win 126 caps, scoring 33 goals and influencing many more. His decision obviously comes after Belgium were knocked out of the World Cup in the group stages. Hazard was part of the squad that reached the semi-finals of the 2018 World Cup, losing 1-0 to France in that instance, then went on to defeat England to finish third. Then on to cricket, playing out as we speak. Mahedi Hassan hit his maiden one-day international century and took 2 key wickets as Bangladesh prevailed in a 5-run win over India that clinched their series. The all-rounder made an unbeaten 100 to pull Bangladesh out from a precarious 69 for 6 and post 271 for 7 in the end. India's skipper Rohit hit an unbeaten 51 of 28 balls to give Bangladesh a bit of a scare, as India ended on 266 for 9 in their 50 overs. So Bangladesh won their second successive series against India after they got past them in their previous meeting at home back in 2015. Then on to the track we return. Formula One, Azerbaijan's Baku City circuit will host the first of Formula One's 6 sprint races next season. The others will be held in Austria, in Belgium, Qatar, Austin and Brazil. So Baku, Spa, Qatar and Austin will be hosting sprints for the first time. Qatar was absent from this year's calendar due to the country hosting, obviously, the Soccer World Cup. Formula One is now doubling the number of sprint race weekends, with 3 held this year at Italy's Imola, in Austria and in Brazil. So we'll certainly watch that space, and we look forward to the Sevens lads stepping into studio in just a moment. But right now it is a brand new day with brand new weather, so let's get you prepped to so.
Thank you, Graham. And we start off with some news. The Cape Winelands District Municipality says fire crews are currently battling to contain 3 fires in the district. The municipality said a blaze at Brandvlei near Worcester, which was practically under control, flared up again at lunchtime yesterday and spread to new areas. Additional ground crews and helicopters were subsequently deployed. Air support was also sent from Worcester to Ceres, where several homes were threatened by a fire at Prince Alfred Hamlet outside Ceres. The municipality spokesperson Joanne Otto said they were also trying to quell a fire at Robertson. Meanwhile, the SA Weather Service has warned that extremely high fire danger conditions are expected today over the Kaima, the Hantam, Karieburg, David Kruiper, Tsantabane and the Kaigarib local municipalities of the Northern Cape, as well as at the Matsikama local municipality of the Western Cape. The service also warned that very hot and dry circumstances will result in uncomfortable conditions in the West Coast district of the Western Cape. Well, let's turn our attention to your sunrise views, and kicking us off this morning, we have Adonia Blackenberg, who captured this early morning view of the sun slowly rising in the distance with some pretty silhouettes of the trees. Lucas snapped this road photo while walking to the stop, showing off the bold sun rising up with subtle pink tones. And Aisha from KZN shared this picture-perfect view with phenomenal vibrant pinks and orange hues blazing up the sky. What a perfect photo indeed. We have Fispele from Sisela enjoying the beach this morning, showing off the waves crashing against the rocks. And last but not least, we have Desiree from Pietermaritzburg showing off this beautiful photo of the sky and her tall, luscious trees in her back garden. Thank you for that beautiful sunrise view. Now, if you have one you'd love to share, please do so on our WhatsApp line. The number is 063 408 8863. Let's get into today's temperatures, starting off in Limpopo. Polokwane, your low is 18, your high 27. Mbombela, 18, 27. In Gauteng, Pretoria, your low is 16, your high 27. Johannesburg, 15 with a high of 25. Mahikeng, 17, 26. Klerksdorp, 16, 27. Kimberley, 18 with a high of 28. Bloemfontein, 16 with a high of 28. Moving to the coast, Richards Bay, your low is 22 rather, your high 33. Pietermaritzburg, 18, 30. Durban, 23 with a high of 29. Mthatha, 17, 31. East London, 22, reaching a high of 26. Cradock, 16, 32. Gqeberha, your low is 20, your high 24 with some rain expected. In the Western Cape, George, rainy conditions with a high of 24. Cape Town, 19, 27. Worcester, 20, reaching a high of 24. Sutherland, 17, 33. And Uppington, a hot day expected with a low of 22 and a high of 37 degrees Celsius. A hot day indeed. Well, that's where I leave your weather for now. We'll have another update shortly after 7.
Sure. Okay, well, I'm guessing I'm going to have to take my dairy snack and turn it into an ice lolly. In fact, Zoe and I are going to do that in just a moment. And that's just for the people in Uppington this morning. Woohoo! Stay safe out there, people. Then, of course, hopefully you've got your voice warmed up for your own very enthusiastic Craig David rendition. 0644088863. That's the number we'd love you to send a voice note to of you singing this morning. And then, of course, Ricardo Mendes is going to be stepping into studio in just a moment. Riley's going to be chatting to him, and he's going to give us a couple of stellar performances. But that number again, 0634088863 if you want to send us a voice note this morning. In fact, to chat about anything, even show a bit of yes for the Sevens rugby boys stepping into studio in just a moment. We'll see you in a bit.
Crush is about to unlock your 100%. On this exciting new TV show, you can realize your potential and live your dreams.
I dream of cooking in a 5-star restaurant.
I dream of singing to the world.
Buy any Crush and share a video of why it should be you to our WhatsApp line or upload it on our socials, tagging Clover Crush and hashtag Crush. Plus, you stand a chance to win your share of 500,000 rands worth of prizes. Crush, 100% goodness.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, this is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and let me bring the Feel Good right to you right now. Now, the X factor that defines the leaders of the pack in the music industry is a combination of performing multiple instruments, a great voice, and executing an energetic performance. Now, this perfectly describes multi-talented South African singer and musician Ricardo Mendes. Let's take a listen to some of what he's about. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the one and only Ricardo Mendes in the building!
Thank you.
What's happening, brother? You're looking good, man. How you doing?
Yes, I'm blessed, I'm well, I'm energetic, so I'm excited, yeah, man. Thank you for having me.
Love it, man. It's an absolute honor to be chatting to you this morning. First time in Expresso, so we are excited to find out and hear more about you. But let's talk about Amapiano, the industry that has literally opened up its arms to you, has been saying, yes, we need you, come through, and you've gladly accepted. What's it like being a part of this epic international movement, man?
Yeah, man, it's so, firstly, I'm humble. The experience of everyone accepting and being so welcoming and inviting and really appreciating and loving what we do and actually believing in my journey, the story, the message and supporting that. I'm so blessed. Yeah, man, it's exciting times. It's exciting times. If you're a creative person, I think now is the time.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, man, I'm just so full of energy and yeah, I just want to get everywhere and anywhere at the moment.
But dude, I can literally feel your energy. It's something fresh, it's unique, and it's raw, and that's what I think everybody loves about it. Yeah. But you're also a multi-instrumentalist, right? So that means that you're not only just a pretty face,
yeah.
All right? You're doing a couple other things. But let's talk about that journey that you mentioned earlier, and then you're ready to show it off to the world. What is your background in music, essentially, and what got you deciding that this is something I'm going to make a career out of?
Oh, man. Okay, so it's been, yeah, as we said, it's a journey. So I've been literally performing from the age of like 5 years old.
Oh, wow.
Grew up or born into a family of musicians. I was introduced to music in the church industry, so I'm literally, I'm a PK, so I literally was trained by the church to play music. And yeah, I'm grateful to God that He's given me this opportunity to continue doing this. Being featured with so many different artists, getting the opportunity to work with so many different varieties and cultures of music. I've had that exposure, I've had that opportunity. And now I'm doing my own, so yeah, that's what I've been looking. That's
what I'm so excited about, and I know Mzansi is going to be as well. I mean, look, you're taking all that history, all that culture, those years of experience, and you put it into something special. You had an EP that dropped in September. I am Ricardo Mendes. I love the title.
Yeah.
Statements are being made, but talk to me about it. What is it about? What can we expect from it?
Oh, man. Okay, so listen, the EP is called, as you said, I am Ricardo Mendes. It's basically an introduction to the industry. It's a personal project to myself, so everything of me or introduction of me is in this EP, basically explaining things that I've been through, some of the good moments, the up moments, the happy moments, the moments where I had to hold on and praise myself. But I wanted it to be an encouragement. I wanted it to be like something relatable, where I'm actually conversating with the people and talking to people and telling them, you know what, don't give up. You can make it. You can do it. You will make it. And yeah, that's been it. I mean, being inspired from people like Michael Jackson, like I literally watched him. I was born because of him. I was like, I saw it on the TV one day. I saw him do a move. I saw him hit a note, and I was like, this is who I want to be. This is what I want to do. When I saw what he imparted to people, it meant so much to me personally. So I was like, if he can do that, I can do that.
Before we get out of this section, I wanted to maybe chat to you about something, because you have a great energy. You are truly South African. You got this authentic flair about you as well. You are inspiring, man, just in terms of what you're doing, but maybe you can share a little message of hope. I know for our country, for South Africa especially, hearing from someone like you can always just inspire so much more, and especially with the entire country watching right now.
Like, as I said, the project has been speaking this message, so I've been pushing it, like, don't give up. Like, just keep pushing. Believe in yourself. Don't let people tell you that you cannot do it, you're not good enough. Don't let people tell you, like, the industry is too big for you. You know what? You don't make money in this industry. Go and get a proper job. Do what you believe you can do and go back. Work at your craft. If you take it serious and you do take yourself serious, you'll go back and you'll rehearse, you'll practice whatever you want to be and who you want to be, what you want to do. Work at your craft. Mix with people that are of that influence, of that caliber, that are successful in that industry. Rub shoulders with those people, ask them how, where, when, you know. Keep pushing at it every single day, and like one of the titles in the song, Sizobona, you will see.
Booyah, mic drop right there, but you're gonna have to pick the mic back up, because of course we've got 3 performances coming from Ricardo Mendes in just a bit. So Mzansi, don't go anywhere. You are going to be absolutely entertained. Nice stuff, brother.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much, lads. Cannot wait for a performance a little bit later. But now, specifically for everyone living in Uppington right now, we're going to make ice lollies, okay? I know we focused on festive lunch, festive dinner. Now we want to make your festive holiday mornings great with this quick and easy Fruits of the Forest festive breakfast lolly, because a fruitful day awaits. And Zoe is going to talk us through exactly how we need to make these. Not too difficult.
And I mean, when it comes to using fruit that's in season, it's always a bonus. So we are using cherries, fresh cherries that we've taken the pips out. And I'm going to add this to our blender because we want to get it all smooth for our ice lollies. And Graham, I'm going to task you to just cut our little sticks for us because the mold we are using is not that big.
Okay, so I'll cut them about half, eh?
Yes, so I'm going to blend our fresh cherries, which I'm obsessed with, especially if you can go cherry pick.
Yeah,
definitely
beautiful.
Take advantage of that with the whole family.
At this time of the year, the flavour is powerful.
Yeah,
the flavour profile is going to be so strong. And the vibe here is, if you're going to repeat these yourself any time of the year, go with the fruit that's in season.
Definitely. So I've added some honey. I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon, and we're going to give this a good little blitz. Can I task you to do that for me?
Yeah, with absolute pleasure.
And then I've got our fruits of the forest. We're going to go for our strawberry and cranberry dairy snack because it's just a winning combination with the fresh cherries.
Oh, look at that colour.
Woohoo! Now, you can guesstimate here, but we're going to go for about 2 cups. So I'm just going to be extremely generous and go for it.
Oh, and we do
That
love
should be
our
about 2
clover
very big cups.
Fruits of the Forest dairy snack. It's obviously got a beautiful creamy texture, a beautiful taste, obviously with a little added element of crunchy fruit, and you can use any flavour for your breakfast lollies. Go with the flavour that you love the most. With a source of 7 vitamins, these are perfect to grab and go for those morning commutes to work or to school. I wouldn't do it as a lunchbox treat mid-school, certainly if you're living in Uppington, or just use a cooler box.
But these are healthy ingredients. These are breakfast ingredients. This is also a healthy snack for coming home. I mean, thinking schools are finishing up now, if it's not finished already. But just imagine coming home from work after a hot day in the office and you just want to cool and chill out with something, not to spoil dinner either.
What I love about these, it presents itself like a treat, but it's actually a healthy snack.
So now you wish me luck.
Oh, wow, look at you.
I'm just throwing. I can't see a thing.
Do it, and spread it around.
Oing, oing.
Do you use a funnel? I don't know what the... just do it all, Zoe.
Yeah, this happens.
No, that's perfect, and we'll spread it around.
Or poured over a sink. My producer just told me,
And that one, just...
Please do that over your sink at home.
I love it. We're going to spread these around a little bit. So we've gone for like almost a full
we've gone for the full rustic lolly look.
I love it. So
the minute something messes or spills, it's rustic.
And then, ideally, what you'd like to do is just sprinkle a little bit of your...
Yeah, I should have used a spoon for that.
Oh, but look, we live and learn, Zoe. We live and learn, okay?
And then you put your lolly sticks in.
Yeah, I'm going to add some sunflower seeds there as well. So there you've got a little bit of everything, and you've got the joy of the crunch at the end of your beautiful ice lolly experience. I'm going to put those in there.
And some miraculous way, that will look like this. And look, you have your own little fruit lollies with a little bit of crunch element here at the back.
Oh, delicious and nutritious. And you can find this recipe, like all of our culinary inspiration, on expressoshow.com. Zozo, thank you so much.
Here we go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Looks absolutely delicious.
Oh, refreshing.
Yum.
Fruits of the forest from Clover just added real cereal crunch. A symphony of fruit, oats, seeds, and granola crunch. Fruits of the forest. Real fruit, real cereal, real taste.
Made with love by Clover. Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
'Tis the season for generosity, and I think generosity is at the heart of everything that Cadbury Dairy Milk do. And this festive season is no different, as they continue to bring South Africans on the journey with them, and we love it. We love being a part of that journey. All they ask is that we give a little extra to those who need it most.
Nothing feels better than giving, especially over the festive season. So generously give a little with Cadbury Dairy Milk. There's a glass and a half in every one.
Can you feel the festive cheer, generosity, and sense of community starting to fill the air? It's beginning to feel a lot like festive. And in the spirit of the season, Cadbury has partnered with Toy Kingdom to encourage everyone to give a little extra to loved ones, strangers, and those that need it the most. Let's see how we can get involved. Shane, we know generosity is at the heart of everything Cadbury does, and it always finds a way to bring South Africans along with it. Why is it so important to ask the public to give a little extra this festive?
So, Faiz, South Africans are already inherently very generous people, right? And the festive season is a time of giving, it's a time of coming together with family and shared special moments. And as a brand, we're looking to go back to what we believe in, to our purpose, which is inspiring more acts of generosity in the world. Sadly, many South African children never get to experience the simple joy of unwrapping something special over the festive season. So this year, we're encouraging South Africans to give a little over the festive season with Cadbury.
And small acts of kindness can have such a large impact. How can we get involved?
So we've actually come up with numerous exciting ways that South Africans can get involved. Firstly, the Cadbury Little Generosity Shop has come back again this year, a place where South Africans can donate pre-loved toys, books, or games to children who need it the most. We also have our interactive wrapping station where people can get their gifts wrapped in our Cadbury-themed wrapping paper inspired by the homegrown stories found on the Cadbury Digital Library.
Receiving something as simple as a toy means so much, not just to children, but anyone, is because it's a manifestation of kindness.
Cadbury has partnered with Toy Kingdom, where South Africans can visit any Toy Kingdom store nationwide and donate a pre-loved toy, book or game in the Cadbury Little Generosity boxes found in store.
This all sounds very exciting. When can you expect it to launch?
So the Cadbury Little Generosity shop launched on the 1st of December and is running until the 27th of December in Sandton City in Johannesburg, or you can make your way to the Gateway Theatre of Shopping in KZN between the 20th of December and the 26th of December. In terms of Toy Kingdom, you can come into any Toy Kingdom store between the 1st of December and the 25th of December.
What more can we expect from Cadbury this festive season?
As we do every year, Cadbury has brought back an exciting festive range consisting of familiar favorites in the Cadbury limited edition festive slabs, and we've brought 2 exciting new variants into our range this year: the Cadbury Dream Coconut and Hazelnut Bliss and the new novel shaped Santa and Reindeer chocolates, making sure that we have chocolates for all occasions, whether it's perfect stocking fillers, under the tree surprises or table decorations. Listen out for our interactive radio competition during the month of December, where people will have the opportunity to share their feel-good festive stories, as well as win 2,500 Rand cash for themselves and for a charity of their choice.
An initiative like this is close to my heart because I work with people every single day, treating them, trying to help them. But a toy pretty much does that pretty quickly. Join Cadbury and many South Africans by giving a little extra this festive season. Show your generosity and bring the magic back to this festive season for everyone this year. Find your nearest Toy Kingdom store or Cadbury Little Generosity shop by going to cadbury.co.za and join the conversation about how you're going to #GiveItLittle with Cadbury.
And trust me, we've been there for the drop or for the handover of these presents, of these gifts. It makes literally the world of difference for these kids. Some of these kids have never experienced a Christmas before, let alone owned their very own book or present. So go and do it. A little goes a long way. Show how much you care this festive season.
Nothing feels better than giving, especially over the festive season. So generously give a little with Cadbury Dairy Milk. There's a glass and a half in everyone.
Now, speaking of giving more this festive season, Citro Soda, in proud association with Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave, is still giving you the chance to win 2,000 Rand daily by answering the weekly competition question. And this week, we want to know, when crisis strikes and before you bubble over, how do you fizz out and solve it? Well, our next lucky winner for this morning is, can I get a drum roll, please? Stefina Kwetepane. Now, this is what Stefina had to say. She wrote, I always keep calm and think before I act so I can be able to find the best solutions for the crisis without wasting time and energy. #Citro Soda. We actually have her on the line right now. Good morning.
Good morning.
Congratulations. You're our winner for today. How does it feel?
Yeah, I'm so excited.
I love your advice of staying calm, thinking before you act, because especially around the festive season, I think, you know, we all get tested a little bit with our patience. But something we also get tested with is eating and indulging in all that delicious food. What else do you love most about Citro Soda?
I love that it gives us, it helps the heartburn, and you are always relieved when you have it.
Just make sure that you are comfortable throughout the festive season. And tell me, you are the winner of that 2,000 Rand cash prize. Any plans on how you're going to spend it?
Yeah, I'm planning to buy my kids some Christmas clothes.
Oh, fantastic. That's such a wonderful idea. Well, Stefina, enjoy the prize. It is yours. Congratulations on winning. And for you at home, if you still want to be a winner and you want to know how, you can just simply stay tuned to your Feel Good Breakfast show. Keep watching because we'll tell you exactly how you can enter. Make the most of your festive season and celebrate without the fear of heartburn or indigestion spoiling it. Citro Soda's daily giveaway of 2,000 Rand cash will let you fizz up your fun. Citro Soda is in proud association with Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave. Enter every Monday to Friday, November 14th to December 16th.
Yeah, and answer the weekly competition question on the Expresso Facebook, Twitter or Instagram page and include the #Citro Soda.
Now, your T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com, and that's citrus soda, available in original and cranberry.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It is a massive weekend. Welcome back. I know it's not quite Friday yet, but we got those Friday feels over this weekend. In fact, on Saturday, the 3rd of December, history was made when the Blitzboks beat Ireland 21-5 and were crowned the Dubai Sevens champions for the 4th time in succession, adding to their 10th win overall. Incredible. And whilst the nation is feeling incredibly proud, we've got plenty more to look forward to as the Blitzboks will be looking to fly high once again at this weekend's Cape Town Rugby 7. So please give a massive feel-good welcome. In fact, where you are in your lounge right now, give a massive cheer. The boys in green and gold are here. Selvin Davids, Ronald Brown, Devald Human, and Tian Pretorius! Yeah, come on. Champions again.
Oh.
Come on. You look ready. Are you looking after these young'uns? Clearly, you're keeping them in check. Selvin, beautiful stuff. What is it about Dubai, man? What is it about that place that set up that tournament? You guys absolutely love it. So congratulations, first of all, on another scintillating win. What is it about that space that you love so much?
Yeah, I can't tell. I think we used to the heat. In Stellenbosch, it's quite hot in Stellenbosch, and in Dubai it's exactly the same. Just a bit more, but it's their winter that side when we play there.
You're still sweating, yeah.
I think that's helping us a lot, yeah. And it's the first tournament of the season. This year it was the second tournament, but most of our guys are fresh and ready to go. Let's for it done. So,
and we need that. Hopefully that's going to continue now this weekend. We love the fact that there is so much focus on sevens rugby at the moment, but it feels like a different landscape for you guys now. How different does it feel in the camp right now? New coach, new players coming into the space, yet it feels like that same culture of winning, that system is still very much firmly in place. What's the vibe like in the camp now, early stages of the season? Is this our season series to take? Are you feeling that vibe, or is it still in the rebuilding phase? How are you feeling about where the mindset is? Ronald?
Okay, yeah, so we actually know Sticker as a coach. He's been around in the system, so it's nothing new. It's
just a continuation, yeah.
Yeah, we know he's doing and how he does things. So I think we're used to him as players. We know what he's like, how we get along. So nothing new when it comes to that. I think with Philip coming in, he brings another vibe to the team. He brings another energy, which obviously is good. So the last weekend, So hopefully we can continue. If we can continue in that, then yeah, I won't call it now. The season is still long, but hopefully we can make it a good day and hopefully end in the top 4, so we can qualify for the Olympics.
Yeah, 100%, because there's some unfinished business, I think. And I feel that fire burning. Buddy, I'm so sorry, man. I'm so glad that you have confirmed that you are out this weekend, but I'm heartbroken that you are out, because we were reporting on it on the news earlier. So just bring us up to speed. Where you at? What's happening at Operation Monday?
Yeah. Saw the specialist yesterday. I tore my groin, grade 3. So it's the same one I tore in 2016 season, in the same year. It's the same time of the year. So yeah, I was unlucky against New Zealand in the semi-finals. But yeah, I'm probably out for 4 or 5 months. So that's a tough one to swallow, but yeah.
You've done it before, dude. You've done it before. You've gotten back to better than you were prior to that. So we're expecting another level up through this process as well. But really, really sad not to see you out there in front of a local crowd. Oh, man, there's something about the Cape Town Sevens. Tian, what is it about playing in front of your home crowd, dude? That must be just on a different level altogether.
Yeah, I think obviously it's because it's a home crowd and everyone is here, and obviously all your family and friends here to support. And yeah, it just feels home. And yeah, I was happy to be in the stadium and play there. So yeah, looking forward to what's happening this week, and I'm sure the boys will pull something out of that there.
I have no doubt. You guys are pretty lucky. People look at you and they think you live this amazing life. You get flown first class all over the world. And I want to say it's wrong, but it's not, because you do. This is a beautiful life that you lead. And obviously you always fly better courtesy of Emirates. Selvin, as one of the elder statesmen in this team, I mean, you demand service like it, but what is it like? Because you guys have to travel a lot. You've got to spend a lot of time away from home. So being able to travel in style and literally fly better, it's got to make a big difference, dude.
Yeah, Emirates is one of the best airlines I've used. So yeah, usually we get a few upgrades. Maybe we'll get more in the future.
Now is exactly the time to do it.
Yeah, I think it's amazing flying with them. The staff is friendly, they're very helpful, and I just love flying with Emirates.
Yeah, I'm beginning to understand this Dubai connection now. It's a bit of a happy hunting ground. I dig it. From the 9th to the 11th, Cape Town Sevens is here. We know a bit of added pressure, possibly, Ronald, because it's in front of your local crowd like that. The pool stages, because it's difficult for someone watching Sevens, it's so unforgiving. The one sidestep can turn a tournament. It feels like that. Do you focus on your group? Do you focus on each team that you're playing against? Do you focus purely on your own processes? How do you approach a weekend like this?
Look, so we have a lot of strategies going into a tournament. So, for instance, let's use Cape Town. In this instance, we have Fiji in our pool, which we prepare different to with, let's say, for instance, in Canada. They play different sorts of rugby. So we obviously play a different strategy against them, and we always like defend different against them. So for each team, actually, we have a different strategy. So if you think that we're just going through the motions and doing stuff.
I'm just looking, it looks like the Matrix. I'm just seeing like calculations above your head now, just like, whoa.
Which one is it? Yeah, so we definitely like prepare for each game. And we don't look at the semis or the players whatsoever. We take it game by day. And so for the first day, it's Canada at 8. And then, yeah, I think we're going to prepare for that one this week. And then we take it from there.
I just imagine whenever Fiji's on the roster, it's like an extra 5 pole sprints. Just go. Just get a few extra in. We love you guys. Again, I'm heartbroken that you're not out there this weekend, but stay strong, buddy. Hopefully you're still going to be flown to each game to go and support.
No, yeah, if Emirates, if Emirates on board, so I can fly business.
We'll have a chat. Luckily, we have the right people here. No, we absolutely love you guys. I know how hard you work in your individual capacities to keep the ship sailing, to keep that overall kind of system going, which is amazing to me with so many new personnel in this space. The fact that we've continued on this trajectory is amazing. So good luck, stay safe, stay healthy, and good luck with the op on Monday.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Woo! If I wasn't excited about Cape Town Sevens, now I am. The goosebumps have kicked in. And of course, it's going to be taking place at the DHL Stadium from this Friday the 9th to Sunday the 11th of December. And Emirates, who are the official partner of the Cape Town Sevens Rugby, are giving 15 lucky Expresso viewers a chance to win a set of double tickets to get you there. To enter, All you have to do is tell us who won the Dubai Sevens last weekend. I wonder. You can enter on the Expresso Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram page and use the hashtag #WinWithEmirates in your entry. You've got up until 5 p.m. today to enter, but it's going to run out quickly, so get on it. You can find all the terms and conditions on expressoshow.com. Now, don't go anywhere, because a little bit later, the Blitzboks return to share how they get game ready, plus a special appearance from Emirates themselves. And yes, some hints will be dropped.
Oh, well, listen, it's time for us to make you win big. And in fact, that's always the case when you switch to Red.
Unlock the summer of champions. Get the new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4 5G on a 600-minute Red Core voice plan.
Well, you can experience Red and unlock more with Vodacom Red, and there are some amazing rewards and benefits that simply cannot be missed this month when you switch to Red and unlock summer.
Yep, so Vodacom is the first telecommunications company in Africa to offer Prime Video Mobile Edition, and it's awesome. They've just announced that all new, existing and upgrading customers are now eligible to subscribe to Prime Video or Prime Video Mobile Edition regardless of price plan, whether prepaid or contract, which is massive.
That is massive, because Prime Video Mobile Edition is a single device, mobile-only Prime Video subscription where customers benefit from Prime Video's full catalogue of thousands of movies and TV series available on multiple devices and perfect as the holidays approach.
Yeah.
Now, you can also stream original content or download and watch later in standard definition with the Prime Video app on your mobile phone.
Absolutely love it. And look, there's a lot of grown-up TV on Prime Video, so being able to watch it on my phone when the family is elsewhere watching on another big screen, it works out beautifully. But some incredible, incredible series there. Some maybe that you want to look out for based on the 2014 noir novel. It is Peripheral, and I love Zoe Grace Moretz, absolutely amazing. The series is crazy. Based on the 2014 noir novel by William Gibson. In fact, it stars Chloe Grace Moretz as gamer Flynn Fisher, who tangles events in her own world in 2032 with those in a future reality. And the show is going to be a massive hit with sci-fi lovers, but I think also will bring new people into that genre. And it's got time travel, artificial intelligence, and futuristic gaming, all featuring in an amazing storyline. The plot is awesome. In fact, take a look.
Flynn Fisher, your skills and personality are being sadly wasted in this den of imbecility.
Like it or not, this here's the only world that I got. What is that?
The future.
Just give me that.
I promise not to tell anyone. But you almost look happy.
You're inside what we call a peripheral.
What do you mean?
You think this is a game, but it's real. It just hasn't happened yet.
I mean, do we have to work? Can't we just binge series?
Exactly.
Series
I think I called her Zoe, so I might have put you in the peripheral. Chloe is awesome in this, and it is edge of your seat stuff. Absolutely love it. And you can sign up as a prepaid customer and get a 30-day free trial for only 29 Rand per month.
Or you can sign up as a contract customer and get 3 months on Vodacom and thereafter only pay 79 Rand per month.
Absolutely beautiful. So to sign up to Prime Video Mobile Edition through Vodacom, all you got to do is simply visit voda.com/Prime Video. You can find all those terms and conditions that do apply there.
What a cool deal.
Really good deal. Perfect timing because, as Zoe pointed out, you're going to have the family at home and you're going to need multiple devices and multiple things playing. So enjoy. I guarantee you're going to find something that you're going to sink your teeth into.
Definitely. And with Vodacom Summer, you are not just a player, you are always a champion.
Unlock the Summer of Champions. Travel the world and connect anywhere with flight discounts and international roaming. Get the new Samsung Z Flip 4 5G on a 600-minute Red Core voice plan for 1,339 Rand per month over 24 months and a free hotel voucher. Plus, get 1,000 Rand free accessory spend and make it the best summer ever with Vodacom, SA's leading network. Available in store or online. Feather together. Vodacom.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, it's not only the Blitzboks that are flying on Cloud 9 right now, because from the 1st of February in 2020 through Emirates will be resuming and doubling their daily flights to Cape Town, plus increasing their flight options to Johannesburg and Durban, making travel to Dubai more accessible than ever. And it really is a gateway to the world. And here to tell us all about it, plus give us a sneak peek of what to expect at the Cape Town Sevens this weekend, is a very special guest. Yes, the whole studio noticed her when she waltzed in. Kelly Tubalulis, cabin crew for Emirates. Kelly, thank you so much for joining us this morning. You look spectacular, as you guys always do, and it's quite a thing seeing you in flying formation when the ladies are moving through a space. We love the brand. We love the connection to South Africa. It's a strange kind of marriage that seems to have developed over the years. I've obviously flown with you guys many times, but I suppose there is an accessibility that you offer through your routes that is a major. But there is something about this company that just has a certain austere. What is it like working for this particular brand? Why are you sitting here so proud?
So I have worked for Emirates for 3.5 years now. I love working for Emirates. I think it's mainly the chance of traveling the whole world, which is honestly amazing, and going to so many amazing places, like being in Cape Town now, and also meeting people from all different backgrounds and cultures. It's something that I really enjoy.
And I'm sure appreciate even more now after everything that we've been through. I think so much of the craziness of the last few years kind of came to a head in the airline industry, and I know you've had to fight so hard to get back to this place, just like everyone who lost over that time. So I'm so glad that we can be back in this space talking about international routes again in this way. Living in Dubai, so many South Africans have moved across to Dubai now. It really is a nexus connecting the world. What has been your experience like living there?
I love living in Dubai. For me, Dubai is a city that never sleeps, and there's always something to do no matter what you're interested in. I also love the fact that it's really easy to travel to different places, which is important to me because I get to see my family really often.
Where are your family based?
So they're in Greece and the UK.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, shame, man. But we are a global village now, so we need to stay connected. And I think a lot of South Africans are feeling more globally connected now than ever before. My wife's from the UK, from up north, so we spend a lot of time in airports and traveling, and it does make all the difference to have a partner in that space that can help you. Why would you recommend that South Africans put it on their bucket list to get to Dubai?
I think now with the increase in flights between South Africa and Dubai, it will make it so much easier for people to experience what Dubai is really like. Some of my favourite things to do in Dubai are going to the beach and going to different water parks, especially because the weather is amazing all year round.
Always, yeah.
And also, I love going out for coffee and food, and there's so many amazing places to go to, especially around Dubai Mall. So you can squeeze in a little bit of shopping too, and you can also have the view of the Burj Khalifa and the Dubai fountains in the background. And I also love sports, so there's so many different things you can do in Dubai, just depending on what you like. For me personally, I love going hiking in the mountains. I also love indoor skiing in the Mall of Emirates, which is amazing. And there's also so many other things you can do, like you can go paddleboarding, horseback riding in the desert, cycling on the range of cycle paths across Dubai. So there really is something for everybody.
I love it. The fact that you can go for a short time and experience so much, but I think people see Dubai as this modern city, but you forget that there are thousands of years of culture. They've got unbelievable natural beauty there. Getting out into the desert seems to be a life-changing experience for the South Africans that I've met who have gone through that. Now, you talk about your love of sports. Of course, we are a sports-mad country, and we get to revel in the Cape Town Sevens this weekend. We're giving 15 tickets away, or 15 of our viewers are going to get there. What does that prize package include? What are we going to win?
So the winners, they will be able to watch all of the games live, and they will also be able to enter a grand prize, and they will have the opportunity to even meet some of the players.
Absolutely. That grand prize, can you give us a sneak peek of what's involved there?
Well, they will have the chance to meet some of the players, which is an amazing experience.
It's life-changing in itself, man. Absolutely love it. And luckily, we've got some of the players here this morning, which I revel in. But I know this is a massive, massive weekend for the Blitzboks, yes, but for you guys as well. The fact that we've got these routes open again is very exciting for the South African market. So good to have you here. I look forward to crossing paths in a hotel somewhere, internationally, hopefully, somewhere in either Greece or maybe even in Dubai. But it's been an absolute pleasure having you here. Kelly, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And thank you so much for Team Emirates. I don't know if you guys picked up the Blitzboks players dropping hints about being bumped up a class or two. We'll see if we can get that across the line, guys. But of course, the Cape Town Sevens, the experience that is like no other will be taking place at the DHL Stadium from tomorrow, the 9th to the 11th. That's Sunday, the 11th of December. And with Emirates being the official partner of the Cape Town Sevens leg, we are, yes, giving away 15 double tickets to some lucky Expresso viewers. And to enter, all you got to do is tell us who won last week's Dubai Sevens. And you can enter on the Expresso Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram page and use that hashtag #WinWithEmirates in your entry. You've got up until 5 p.m. today, so please get on it. I have a feeling we're going to get a ton of entries. It'll probably be closed by about 10 o'clock this morning, so get on it. You can find all the terms and conditions on expressoshow.com. And we're going to be chatting to the Blitzboks. I know I'm injured, so it won't be playing this weekend, but they're going to take us through what goes through the mind and the body of a Blitzboks player before a big weekend like this, so don't move a muscle.
Thank you, Graham. Well, it's that time of the morning for us to take a look at your national headlines. Starting with local news, scientists have warned that a new, more virulent strain of COVID-19 could possibly spread again in South Africa. Researchers at the Africa Institute for Health Research in Durban have warned that the coronavirus is still able to mutate. Professor of Vaccinology at Wits, Shabir Mahdi, said that while there may be a new variant, there is no need to worry. He said, and I quote, "It's highly improbable that a further variant is going to end up causing a surge of severe disease and death as we experienced in the past." And staying with local news, Eskom has indicated that Stage 6 load shedding will apply until 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, after which Stage 5 will come into effect. Yesterday, the power facility first upgraded load shedding to Stage 4 and shortly thereafter to Stage 6 after several units at its power stations had broken down. Meanwhile, energy expert Professor Mark Schwilling of Stellenbosch University says without financial intervention from government, Eskom has no choice but to propose electricity tariff hikes. Schwilling says Eskom cannot be financially viable if the government fails to assist. Moving to news abroad, Time magazine has named Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky as its Personality of the Year. The award focuses on a person that had the greatest impact in the past 12 months. The magazine says Zelensky was a clear winner, not only because of how he persuaded the world to take action, but also because of his intransigence to remain in the Ukrainian capital, Kiev. Time says his speeches broadcast from Ukraine to various parliaments, the World Bank, and even the Grammy Music Awards in the US resulted in a tidal wave of action. Bringing it closer to home, the Zimbabwean government has pledged to pay compensation to white commercial farmers who lost their land between 2000 and 2001 during the government's controversial land reform program. The country's Minister of Finance, Mthuli Ncube, says the government has reached an agreement with former farmers and they have agreed to a proposed payment plan. Ncube says this forms part of essential economic and management reforms that Zimbabwean government is working on. And somebody once said that the key is that it pays to do something even if it feels or appears to be overwhelming. And that's just what the Swiss have done. Their scientists began a simple pond building campaign and all of Switzerland's threatened frog species populations exploded. Now, particular among the web-footed beneficiaries were the European tree frog, whose numbers have quadrupled in 2 decades. Most frogs need small ponds that naturally develop off the sides of the bends in slowly meandering rivers, features that rapidly disappeared in Switzerland's high road railway density and intensively managed farmland. So in 1999, a 20-year program of building 422 ponds across 5 regions was started. The success of this was mind-boggling. Of 8 endangered species, 52% increased their regional populations and 32% were stabilized. The scientists believe that this simple action of pond building can be used all over the world, even in South Africa, to help restore amphibian populations in human-dominated landscapes. What wonderful news indeed. Well, that's where I leave your morning headlines. Let's take another look at your sport.
Thank you so much, Joe. Let's start with the big one from a local perspective. In rugby, Springboks Sevens coach Sandile Nkgobo has included Darren Adonis in the Blitzboks playmaking role for this weekend's very important Cape Town Sevens leg. So Adonis's inclusion is the only change to the side that clinched the Dubai Sevens title last weekend, as he replaces Devalt Human, who picked up a groin injury in the previous tournament. Adonis is he of course played in that opening tournament of the series in Hong Kong last month. South Africa are going to need him in a pretty tough Pool A alongside France, Fiji, a bit of a hoodoo side for us, and Canada. Then on to football. Sad news this from a fan's perspective. Belgium's playmaker Eden Hazard has retired from international football at the age of 31. Hazard made his Belgium debut back in 2008. At the age of just 17, went on to win 126 caps, scoring 33 goals. Now his decision comes after Belgium were knocked out of the World Cup in the group stages. Hazard was part of the squad that reached the semi-finals of the 2018 World Cup, losing 1-0 to France, then went on to defeat England to finish 3rd. Then on to cricket playing out yesterday. Mahiri Hassan hit his maiden one-day international century and his timing was pretty good. He took 2 key wickets as well as Bangladesh prevailed in a 5-run win over India that clinched the series again. So the all-rounder made an unbeaten 100 to pull Bangladesh out from a precarious 69 for 6 at one point and post 271 for 7. India's skipper Rohit hit an unbeaten 51 of 28 balls to give Bangladesh a bit of a scare So India ultimately ended on 266 for 9 in their 50 overs. That means that Bangladesh have now won their second successive series against India after they got past them in their previous meeting at home back in 2015. Then on to Formula One, more exciting news for fans. Azerbaijan's Baku City Circuit will host the first of Formula One's 6 sprint races next season. So the others will be held in Austria, in Belgium, in Qatar, Austin and Brazil. So Baku, Spa, Qatar and Austin will be hosting sprints for the first time. In fact, Qatar was absent from this year's calendar due, of course, to the country hosting the Soccer World Cup. Formula One is now doubling the number of sprint race weekends, with 3 held this year at Italy's Imola, in Austria and Brazil, but they certainly proved a massive success. Well, the Sevens players are going to give us more of a what goes into the mind and body prep before a big weekend like this in Sevens rugby in just a moment, so stick around for that. But right now, let's bring you up to speed with the morning traffic.
Thank you, Graham. And we start off with your traffic in Germiston, Johannesburg. There are roadworks on the N3 northbound after the Geldenhuys interchange. The left lane is closed. Please drive carefully. And in Bellville, Cape Town, traffic lights are out at Frans Conradie and Mike Pienaar intersection opposite Karl Bremer Hospital, causing major delays. Please remember to use this intersection as a 4-way stop. And you can also expect some heavy delays this morning, so add some extra travel time to your journey. And that's where I leave your traffic. Let's take another look at your weather. And let's kick it off with some environmental news. This morning with an item of very encouraging environmental news. In fact, the European Union agreed on Tuesday on a new law to prevent companies from selling into the EU market soy, beef, coffee and other commodities linked to deforestation around the world. The law will require companies to produce a due diligence statement providing that their supply chains are not contributing to the destruction of forests before they sell goods into the EU, or they could face hefty fines. And to quote, I hope that this innovative regulation will give impetus to the protection of forests around the globe and inspire other countries. And that's according to the European Parliament's lead negotiator. Now, deforestation is a major source of greenhouse gas emissions that drive climate change and will be in focus at the UN COP15 conference this week, where countries will seek a global deal to protect nature. Well, this morning for your 7 a.m. update, let's look at those sunrise views. Marguerite from Robertson captured this picture-perfect view of the sky, filled with incredible bold and bright orange tones. Tracy Ross showing off a view internationally. This one is in Bahrain with beautiful clear skies and still waters. What a beautiful way to start off your day. Thank you for sharing. Annalie in East River snapped this photo of the sun rising up, beaming just over the hill before she heads out for her chai tea. And last up, we had Ariel Ross in Pretoria showing off this magical view while heading to work. Just look at all those bright, bold red colors. Well, absolutely beautiful. Now, if you have a good morning post that you would love to share with us, please do so. We would love to see it. Our number is 063 408 8863. Let's quickly get into today's temperatures. If you're in Polokwane, your low is 18, your high 27. Mbombela, 18.27. Pretoria, 16.27. Johannesburg, 15.25. If you're in Mahikeng, 17 is your low, 26 your high. Klerksdorp, 16.27. Kimberley, 18.28. Bloemfontein, 22 is your low, 33 your high. Pietermaritzburg, 18.30, Durban 23 with a high of 29, Mthatha 17.31, East London 22 with a high of 26. It's sunny in Cradock, 16 is your low, 36 your high. Gqeberha, your low is 20, your high 24. If you're in George, 18 is your low, 24 your high. Cape Town, 17. In fact, your low is 19, your high 27. Worcester, 20.34. Sutherland, 17.33. And if you're in Uppington, 22 is your low and 37 degrees Celsius. That's your high for today. Well, that's where I leave your weather this morning on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
All right, so in just a moment, I'm going to be chatting to the lads about what the team does. Don't worry, I do that every session. It's a light bulb moment. We're going to be getting into what these gents do before a big tournament, of course. The Blitzboks playing in the Cape Town leg of the Rugby 7 series this weekend. I want to know what the weirdest pre-game, pre-tournament routine is and who's the strangest of the entire team. We're going to find out in just a moment.
Defeat your mucus monster, Mucofizz. Loosen mucus and phlegm for clearer airways. Brought to you by Pharmadynamics.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, welcome back, you beauties. Thank you so much for keeping it locked. We are back with the men in green and gold, the 10-time Dubai Sevens champs, and ahead of their next big clash at the Cape Town Sevens this weekend. We thought we'd get some of the players in to find out what the Blitzboks do to get game ready. And they must be doing something right with an incredible record. And we've got some of those boys in green and gold right here, ready to support the lads on the field. Selwyn Davids, Ronald Brown, Duval Human, and Tian Pretorius. Gents, thanks for sticking around. You've earned yourselves a free pass from doing fitness this morning, which was quite lucky. I can see the terror kick in, which it often happens. But there is something about you guys. We forget, because you're all machines out there, we forget that you are human beings that have human bodies that need to be repaired and rebuilt. And there's also a mind in there that needs to be fine-tuned before a game. And in my many years of working alongside incredible sportsmen, there is nothing more bizarre to me than the pre-game rituals and the pre-match rituals that you guys have, because it's completely different. So I'm going to put you guys now on the spot, and we're going to find out what you do. And it can be something normal, Dory. I don't expect you to run around in your underpants all day, you know, your lucky underpants. But what do you do to get into that mindset? Because, yes, you're working with a team, but you've also got an individual job to do in a big tournament. So ahead of something like that, what do? Is there a song you listen to?
So usually I listen to a mix of songs, but my last song has to be a gospel song.
Really?
So, yeah, that's my last song I listen to. And then I have this weird thing. I think I saw Branko the Priya do it every game. It's just we go into a huddle just before we go out for warm up and the game. So I'm always the second last guy, just before Branko gets into the huddle. Yeah, and usually I put my jersey or my warm-up vest on in the huddle. I don't know why, but I just...
And if he doesn't do it, do you lose?
No. But that's what
now you make me a lot more nervous about the game ritual.
I'm copying him. That's what I think. It just looks so satisfying. I don't know why.
Branko's been completely weirded out by the fact that you're following him and getting
he's
dressed
one of
after
my,
him. I love that. Ronald, what do? Is there a song that you listen to? Is there something you've got to eat in the morning? How does that pre-game ritual work for you?
For me, I'm very normal when it comes to that. I don't have anything weird. I do have a few friends that does some weird stuff. Can I expose them?
Yes, please.
So one is Fundum Glovu. So whenever we're on the field, before training, he'll run to the pole and do the greeting stuff with the pole, and then comes back and then joins training. The other one is obviously Sako Makara. Before game, in the seriousness of everything, you'll be playing Candy Crush.
A man after my own heart, I hate to say it.
Sako is one of the bigger guys.
I was going to say, it would be like the absolute monster on the field. How
Candy
funny.
Crush and everything. Earphones in. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, for me, I'm just the normal guy. I just like to speak, be able to be like active. Otherwise, if I'm quiet, then something's wrong.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, well now you know. Okay, go and give him a cuddle if he's quiet, if he's too quiet. Devils, what do you normally do to get yourself into the zone?
Yeah, no, for me it's just good sleep. I think good sleep before the night of the games. And for me, listening to Early B.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the guys know I'm an Early B fan. So
At least that's a little bit more aggressive than gospel. Gospel makes it. What makes
you to calm the mind?
I see. So before you unleash the body. Tian, are you normal? Are you strange? How do you? What classification do you fit into?
Yeah, for me, I think with calming the nerves is for me going around the changing room, talking to people, trying to make a bit of jokes. Usually not funny at that time, but that's how I do my stuff before I go out. So yeah, nothing weird or special. Just trying to speak to the boys and see how everything is before we go out. Yeah.
In a weekend, I think you and I are the same. I walk around. I've actually been banned from talking to people on set because I disturb them too much, especially the artists that are performing. When we look at a lineup this weekend, who are we most excited about being put up against? I mean, Fiji, we love because that's always a test. Is there a side we are scared of in any tournament that... Yeah, you check.
No,
hey?
I think Fiji is going to be excited because they haven't had a really great weekend in Dubai. So especially like they play badly in one tournament, the next tournament they're really up for it. So I think this is going to be a big challenge for us. But yeah, we only focus on the first game. But I think Fiji is going to be a pretty excited game, the last game on Saturday night.
Touch wood that Canada doesn't come out with a completely different mindset because you said that. Someone's watching right now, they're like, oh, that's it. So it was a terrible Canadian accent. Guys, thank you so much. Have an amazing weekend and soak it up. Enjoy the experience, if nothing else, man. We love having you guys here, especially if it's so early in the morning. One of you is wearing a lucky pair of underpants right now, guaranteed. The Cape Town Sevens will take place at the DHL Stadium from Friday the 9th to Sunday the 11th of December. And Emirates, who who are the official, very proud partner of the Cape Town Sevens tournament, are giving 15 lucky Expresso viewers a chance to win a set of double tickets. To enter, all you have to do is tell us who won the Dubai Sevens last weekend. I think we know. Enter on the Expresso Facebook, Twitter or Instagram page and use that hashtag #WinWithEmirates in your entry. Make sure it's there. And you've got up until 5 p.m. today, but I wouldn't wait that long. Get on it right now. And all those terms and conditions that do apply can be found on expressoshow.com. Good luck.
Oh, thank you, Graham. Well, listen, the excitement continues on your Feel Good Breakfast show, including the sporting talks. It is a big weekend tomorrow, the quarterfinals at the FIFA World Cup Qatar taking off, and quite a few heavyweights. But let's say good morning to the team.
And let's say good morning, Qatar. The FIFA World Cup resumes tomorrow with the first two quarterfinals taking place. Mouth-watering lineups. The break has given teams time to relish their achievements. Good morning, Qatar. Good morning, SABC Sports team from the Expresso studios. So good to be connecting with you, going through all of the craziness on and off the fields. Lorenzo Darius is here, part of the SABC family. Welcome to it, my friend.
Are you good, brother?
I'm struggling to put this World Cup in perspective.
Are you still trying to figure it out?
No, I haven't figured it out.
Yeah, no one's figured it out.
Except Brazil. Except Brazil. They are playing that Brazilian football. Yeah. But one team that is certainly relishing their experience in Qatar is Morocco.
Come on.
Come on. The North African side overcame Spain in a penalty shootout, which might have been expected. And they've gone through to the last 8 of the tournament for the very first time. So Achraf Hakimi, who was born in Madrid, in fact, scored the winning spot kick to see his side through with a gorgeous little chip, man. And the celebrations at the team hotel were just as lively. Take a look at that. I mean, this is big, Lorenzo.
It is.
This is massive, buddy.
Right. I've been waiting to do this, but they pulled a rebut out of that. So, craziness. First time that they've made it past the round of 16 since 1986.
Get out.
Only the 4th African team as well. Just trying to pull it. Senegal, Ghana, Cameroon. We've got that
Puts them on a list, eh?
Yeah, it puts them on an elite list of countries from our lovely and beautiful continent.
And I think everyone must fear them, because that back four, that defense was rock solid against one of the best attacks in the competition.
And that's what I loved about this game, though, is the fact that now we've got coaches on the opposite side coming and saying they haven't done anything. They did a lot.
Yeah.
They countered you. They knew what you were going to do. The Spanish team is about...
They dispelled you.
There you go.
Yeah.
All about the passing, and they were like, okay, come and play. We don't want to play your game. We'll allow you to play our game. And that's what happened.
They squeezed the life out of them.
Yeah.
And they knew they just had to get to penalties because they were playing against the team with the worst penalty shootout record in history.
1,000 penalties apparently before the tournament, eh?
Oh, my goodness. Well, let's talk about another African connection. Kenya might not have qualified for the World Cup, but her citizens always find ways to make headlines. Abubakar Abbas, a Kenyan man working in Qatar, has become an internet revelation with his ways of giving directions loved by fans.
This way! This way!
It feels very South African, man. So Abbas's work entails giving directions to the metro stations, but how he does this is what has made him go viral. Take a look and listen.
Metro. Metro. Metro.
Can I get that job?
Yeah,
I love it like this way. Come on, people, this way. That's all I need.
I don't know if you'd be able to do it, but I don't know if you would have the wherewithal. Well, he has become so popular, in fact, that he was actively actually invited to, prior to the England-USA match, where he led a whole stadium in chanting. It looks like the moment is bigger than he quite realizes. And then, boom, you walk into the stadium and... ta-da!
Oh, my.
Wow. Imagine.
Didn't expect all of that, eh?
Oh, my heart for that guy.
Come on.
Hey?
You get certain moments, you know, like sometimes you think back and you're like, oh, that was a moment. That was his moment.
What was that octopus from the last World Cup? I'm just telling you, this is a moment.
The moment, finally.
Well, looking for their moment, England's World Cup squad were treated to a visit from former Three Lions captain himself, David Beckham at their training base in Doha. And with the players preparing for their quarterfinal up against France, it's going to be incredible. Beckham came along to the Al Wakra Sports Club training centre to catch up with Gareth Southgate and the squad. I wonder what I've said to myself every day. I wonder what David Beckham would do. I wonder what
which way would he swing?
Exactly.
You know, which way? Is it just, you know?
Both ways. I love it. The former Man United and Real Madrid star left Arsenal attacker Bukayo Saka a bit starstruck, understandably, and also chatted free kicks with Liverpool defender Trent Alexander-Arnold. Take a listen.
He'd pull me back in. He'd know exactly what I was doing.
Oh, yeah, I was watching this, and just the look on Trent's eyes, like, he's just feeding.
But look, he is a beautiful man, eh?
Yeah, come on.
He's a beautiful man, eh?
Are you sure he shouldn't still be playing, though?
I really
the same
think
like
he
you.
Could, eh?
You know, you should still be playing.
Exactly, man. I'm going to say good morning, Qatar. We love you. We'll see you to do this ahead of the weekend tomorrow and ahead of course, this quarterfinals. Some of the best matchups I think we have seen in World Cup history. Lorenzo Darius enjoys soaking it up, my brother. And we will see you guys again tomorrow morning. Those of you on all of the SABC Sports channels. Ta-ta. And of course, if you're live with us on Expresso, we've still got lots to say that you can let us know in these incredible matchups. And especially for me, it's that England-France game. Who's your money on? Who's going through to the semis? Who's going through to the finals? Let us know on the Expresso Facebook or Instagram pages. We'd love to hear from you. Lorenzo, enjoy, brother.
Thank you so much, brother.
Stand a chance of winning 10,000 Rand with Play.Coza when you watch Tropica Island of Treasure. Simply SMS PLAY to 41191 or scan this QR code and follow the steps to enter. You could be winning your own treasure of 10,000 Rand. T's and C's apply and can be found on Play.Coza. Let's play with Play.Coza.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso on S3, and I'm pretty sure you've seen online that the UK superstar Craig David, he is in Cape Town, and he will be performing this evening at Cape Town, in Cape Town.
I mean, he was there at the start of the World Cup, just to give you a sense of where he sits in the grand ecosystem. But there's something else that's really notable here. I've known Kat for a long time, and I think if I could put my finger on one artist that Kat has dreamt of meeting and singing with probably for most of his life, it is this man. And he had the opportunity to meet up with him at the very picturesque Table Bay Hotel at the V&A waterfront as he gears up for his show at the Grand Arena at Grand West today. And this probably made Katlego's childhood dreams come true. Let's take a look and a listen, hopefully.
Breathe, rewind, when the crowd say walk, Samantha. Breathe, rewind,
Mzansi, get ready because international singer, songwriter, rapper, and all-round musical juggernaut Craig David is back in the mother city. A man best known for his hits like What's Your Flavor, 7 Days, and DNA. He'll be performing his much anticipated and much celebrated TS5 show this Thursday, the 8th of December at the Grand Arena in Grand West. And for a moment, I have the privilege of hanging out with the man. I felt like a bit of a groom waiting for his bride there for a moment.
Brother, do you know what I mean? They're about to throw the confetti, yeah? You're
Have a seat.
My guy, I appreciate you.
So good to see you.
How you doing, man?
Welcome to Cape Town. I'm so good.
Bro.
Had an early morning on the breakfast show, wow, which you are now on, officially, unofficially, and this is a dream come true. Because I got to tell you that there's a 14-year-old little Katlejo who's doing backflips and he's ululating right now because seeing you in real life and meeting you is such an amazing moment for me. I've been a fan of your music all these years. And I think one of the first questions I had in my mind when I found out I was going to be talking to you was, what is it about your music that you think endears you to people so much, not just, you know, in South Africa, but across the world?
Do you know what it is? I mean, as a musician yourself, right? There's something about when you get out of your own way and you just let it come through, and you know it's from a greater power that's trying to connect people and bring inclusion and to allow people to, if anything, stresses were on the mind and drama in life and things were getting them down, for that moment that you're either on stage or the moment you hear that song can just bring you into alignment of like, I can breathe, life is okay right now. And I see the healing in music now more so than I did even when I first started, because I've got the stories and people have told me how the songs have helped people get through certain things, and using that song as a means to get out of a situation that wasn't working. And I think, wow, this is where the healing comes, and it heals me. I've experienced some of my songs years down the line, and I thought Rise and Fall was a song that I actually had to experience myself. I hadn't viscerally experienced it like I did on that tune until years down the line, and I was like, whoa. It was almost like a very clairvoyant thing of seeing the future of where I was going now.
I watched your acceptance speech at the 25th MOBO Awards, where you were honored with an extraordinary, outstanding contribution to the arts and to music. Before you went on stage, there was this montage of your life in music, and I wonder what it is that was going through your mind as you were watching that with everyone else in the crowd. What did that moment mean to you receiving that award?
I had my 14-year-old moment watching it.
Yeah.
Because I remember just watching the MOBO Awards and being like, it'd be amazing just to go to the MOBOs, just to be there, to see it. And because everything went so fast from when that first album was released in 2000, and then the next year I was being presented with my first MOBO Award, I watched it from a totally different juxtaposition where I was just like, wow. And it took a while to actually own certain things. So I was like, is this really me? Is this someone else gonna? And I looked up there and I was like, there was this feeling of being so grateful and recognizing that the songs that I had written had really touched people's lives along the way. When I looked around, not just at the montage, but looked at people's faces and I saw someone smiling when they heard What's Your Flavor, or they saw 7 Days, or they saw the video for something else, and it was just like a really sweet spot for me, because it was like looking around saying, this has legacy to it.
Absolutely,
you know, which is
yeah.
great.
So when people pick up the book, What's Your Vibe? Tuning into Your Best Life, what piece of Craig David are they getting in there?
Do you know what? It was the most cathartic process to create the book, but also to be as unfiltered as I am in that book. For me, it's everything within anecdotes and stories of music. So I didn't want to get out of the roll-to-roll thing a little, but I still wanted people who know me for the music to be like, oh, well, tell us about filming it. Tell us how you did the melody on 7 Days.
There we go, exactly.
Don't worry, I got you.
For those who've been part of the journey for 22 years, right? And then those tuning in right now, as it says, the dedication. Jumping back to the music, firstly, I can't wait to get into the book and then see you live on the stage at Grand Arena, Grand West. That's going to be absolutely phenomenal. I know that for sure. What can fans expect from you?
Wow. Well, TS5 is like I've touched upon the decks, I've touched about the mixtapes. Really, before my first album, Born to Do It, I was DJing. I was MCing for other DJs, carrying my DJ Flash was the...
For real?
Yeah, I was his box boy, holding the boxes of records.
Wow.
Telling him, like, when he was DJing, like, I think there's a girl over there, she's looking at you like crazy. You need to go over. And
the mad things, man.
Yeah,
The mad
he'd be
things.
like, really? I was like, yeah, she's just over. He said, okay, cool, can you hold the decks? I'd be like, yeah, I got you. So I get a little 15, 20 minutes, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
So I hone my DJ skills. So my TS5 set really is taking my DJing skills from back then, MCing, but then now having 22 years worth of songs, that I interject that into the mix. So it becomes this sort of one-man band kind of performance, freestyle, sing one of my tunes that you know, get back behind the decks, mix a song, one of your favorite tunes from someone else, and make it into a full house party feel, but on a grander stage. So
That's absolutely beautiful. I cannot wait to see that. So if I could take you into a place in my memory right now that is very vividly clear. 14 years old, in my room, my grandparents have just bought me a little alarm radio. At 8 o'clock, it's bedtime. Switch off the lights, but I get to listen to the top 8 at 8 on 94.7, one of our local radio stations. And I've always said to myself, if I get this chance, I'm going to shoot my shot. Craig David's here, I'm shooting my shot. And I wonder if this is going to happen. And I'm listening to the song, and it's on the top 8 at 8. I think it's like #1 for a while. And you go, I always said that I was going to make it, and now it's plain for everyone to see. But this game I'm in, don't take no prisoners, just casualties. I know that everything is gonna change, even the friends I knew before me go. But this dream is the life I've been searching for.
started believing that I was the greatest.
My life was never gonna be the same,
'cause with the money came a different status.
That's when things changed. Now I'm too concerned with all the things I own, blinded by all the pretty girls I see. I'm beginning to lose my integrity.
Let's go! Let's go! My guy!
Let's go!
Brother, your tone is so smooth, brother. Like, no, serious, like, I just love it. Like, I've got so much love for you at the same time, man. Your voice is beautiful, and I know how people love you here. They love you when they hear your music. But for me to experience it viscerally, just singing now, like, that's just vibe. That's real. That's to forget the roll to roll. That's soul to soul, brother. My guy.
You have made not just my dream come true, but that of my family and everyone who supported me in my life. And thank you for just being such an icon of our time, a definition of our generation in music. You are a blessing to us, and we love you so much. And we hope to have you back in Cape Town so many more times. I hope you're going to get some time to explore while you're here.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I took a little scenic route while I was here this time. I mean, the few times I've been here, I kind of tend to do the same thing, and I love it because I remember that visceral feeling when I first landed here, like back in 2000. I was like, the love. It was a whirlwind time, but the people. I remembered how they were with me, the smiles, the love, the hugs. They were warm, they were embraced, and I felt that all over again. So I can't wait to come back here and do more, and to travel around and do more shows. But thank you for sharing your space with me, brother, and your platform to do that. Like,
well, hopefully next time we'll get you out on a 5 football pitch. Have a kick about.
Listen, I told you, like, the Messi in me can come out. It can come out. I mean, it might be one of those ones with gas in it, and you see me on the pitch and Maz is buckling himself, but you know what I mean? We'll see.
I love it, man.
You guys try.
Oh, man, so good. Thank you very much, Greg.
My pleasure, brother.
TS5, one night only, baby. One day is all that Cat needed. I think he can go to bed now and sleep for the rest of the year, the rest of the decade. Cat, we're so proud of you, bro, and so happy that you got that opportunity. I hope you're watching right now, brother. Really awesome. And don't forget, it's not too late for you to snag your chance at a festive music experience. So visit ticketmaster.co.za to experience Craig David live.
Oh, well, you'll better hurry up because the concert is tonight. So you still have some time to get those tickets. But this morning, I love this. We said good morning to you on social media, and we asked you this question. R&B superstar Craig David is in South Africa for a one-night-only show. What's your favorite Craig David song? Sing it for us and share those voice notes on 063 408 8863. And I believe we have some of those voice notes.
Yeah, because we know y'all can sing, so let's take a little listen.
I met this girl on Monday. Took her for a drink on Tuesday. We were making love by Wednesday. And on Thursday and Friday and Saturday we chilled on Sunday. We love Craig David.
And we love you, man. Whoever that was. Let's hear another.
Away from the troubles in my life, I'm walking away.
I am.
Oh, I'm gonna find a better day. I'm walking away.
Love it.
From the troubles in my life, I'm walking away. Oh, I'm gonna find a better day.
Yeah. How many of us have sung that, played it on a bad day? Okay. Oh, we love you, Craig David. Thank you for getting us through the tough times. Let's hear one more.
It's so unbelievable.
Sing it, girl.
Something so beautiful. Flowing down like a waterfall. A good morning, Expresso show.
Good morning.
Hi, Craig David. It's your super fan, Naslia. I'm so sorry. I just woke up now. I can't sing to save my life. Love you all.
Oh, we love you, Nasri. What I love about the singing at this time of the day, you can hear people are singing, trying not to wake other people up. Or maybe singing in their car. We love it. Thank you so much. You can keep them coming. 0634088863. Sing us a little tune. We are loving having Craig David in the country right now. What an opportunity.
I know. And what a beautiful moment that we've seen earlier when Katlego got to sit down with Craig David. That was a magical moment. But let's reminisce all over again from this hit of his, Rise, and it's featuring Sting. So turn up the volume. So let's take a listen to Rise and Fall.
And please, sing along and record it.
Sometimes in life you feel the fight is over, and it seems as though the writing's on the wall. Superstar, you finally made it, but once your picture becomes tainted, it's what they call the rise and fall. I always said that I was gonna make it. Now it's plain for everyone to see. But this game I'm in don't take no prisoners, just casualties. I know that everything is gonna change. Even the friends I knew before me go. But this dream is the life I've been searching for. Started believing that I was the greatest. My life was never gonna be the same. Cause with the money came a different status. That's when things changed. Now I'm too concerned with all the things I own. Blinded by all the pretty girls I see. I'm beginning to lose my integrity. Sometimes in life you feel the fight is over, and it seems as though the writing's on the wall. Superstar, you finally made it, but once your picture becomes tainted, it's what they call the rise and fall.
I love it. It's that look that Sting gives him. That superstar, you finally made it. Absolutely love it. And we've got that superstar in South Africa right now performing at Grand West, the Grand Arena tonight. So please, if you have an opportunity, if like us, you are dyed-in-the-wool lover of this incredible artist, go and do yourself a favor. Buy yourself that as a Christmas present, right? We'll see you in a moment.
Are you looking for love but struggling to meet the right person for you? Love is Love is an exciting new dating reality TV show that could help you find your match. WhatsApp a video introducing yourself and what you're looking for in a partner to 068 479 1441 and you could be selected to take part in the TV show. Enter now on 068 479 1441. Love is Love, coming soon to SABC2.
Welcome back, you beautiful souls. It is Christmas, well, almost there. And for an elegant Christmas menu, Woolies Beef Wellington with the ultimate Duchess potatoes is a guaranteed crowd pleaser. But here is the best news. Woolies have done all the hard work for you. Simply buy the frozen beef Wellington, pop it in the oven, and go ho, ho, ho. See what I did there?
I did.
Hey?
I did.
Buddy, I've got no pecans to throw at you today.
Please don't.
Okay.
I have a nut allergy.
No, you went crazy yesterday because the selection, the festive menu selection at Woolies is insane. And we stopped at bread. We didn't make it past breads yesterday, dude. We didn't even make it to the meal.
You should have seen what happened at the end of the show. Everybody just came in and it was like
we chummed the waters with that cheese thing that you made. But now we're doing the real McCoy.
Yes.
A beef Wellington, there is something very traditional about it. It can be quite laborious to create and to get right. Okay, we've taken out the legwork and now we're going to create it beautifully. Well, at least you've already done that.
I have. So Woolies have done all the hard work for us, like you said. But let's talk about some of the other stuff that they've kind of put the effort into. All we have to do is just come in and just zhuzh it up. That 10%, which is us doing that little preparation bit, is what actually makes it homemade in a sense.
7%.
6.5. 6.5. So we got the salmon Wellington. Crown.
Salmon Wellington.
Crown. You know what? Gee, take it. Go home with it. So the salmon Wellington, we've got the beef Wellington, and we're going to talk about some of the plant-based Wellingtons a little later. Not today, but they've got it covered. Southern fried calamari, the mussels in the garlic butter, and then the prawns with the shells on. It's all done for you. It's been cleaned, it's been done, it's been prepped, it's been shaped, it's been styled, it's everything.
And then you just put those finishing touches. Like you say, you add your own little dose of love to that. And I like the fact that we're thinking about Christmas, our Christmas menu slightly differently from an African context. So yes, you want some tradition represented, but it needs to fit in with our mode. So like Carl went meze, that's what he's doing. So smaller kind of ideas, I love that. Something that can express a bit of personality, that still feels festive, but just fits the South African climate apart from anything else.
I mean, we don't chill in snow on the festive season.
Exactly.
We're outside.
Is this Lapland? No,
no.
It's not Lapland, okay?
No.
That's where Santa lives, incidentally, Lapland, just so you know, okay?
Okay.
It's no longer the North Pole. Okay, but that being said, we do want to put in some effort, so let's talk about that 6% that we're going to put in.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to make some, think about the most amazing mashed potatoes you've ever had in your life.
Okay.
And then we're going to shape it and bake it. Okay? So let me...
Where my pecans? Oh, yes, you would have got thrown with a handful of pecans.
We need to get you like a little bucket of baubles as well. Okay.
Let's start.
So I use the Woolies frozen mashed potatoes again. It's about the convenience. Don't be boiling potatoes for hours. No, you don't boil potatoes.
Unless you're guaranteed the perfect consistency.
Yes.
I love, which is generally where my mashed potatoes falter, and then it goes rustic. And I'm like, I went for the rustic style.
The lumpy, the gloopy, you know. So you're going to do a festive amount of Parmesan. And you gotta do the sprinkle.
You gotta bay
sprinkle. Okay. Then garlic butter. You can totally add garlic to this, just straight up garlic and herbs.
Okay.
I like to take another shortcut. It's all about the shortcuts and all about like the convenience of it all. I got the Woolies garlic butter. Hey, this.
But the nice thing about this is when you're planning, you just buy the stuff.
Yes.
As opposed to buy a million different ingredients and then hope it all comes together in that final meal. Now you just buy the meals, the things that you want, construct it, boom, done.
And you add your signature to it, which is what we're doing right now. So give this all a good mix. You don't
What
need...
went in there is that egg yolk?
An egg yolk, just the yolk. Parmesan, egg yolk, a little bit of garlic butter, that's in there. You don't need salt. The potatoes have a little bit of salt in them already, and your Parmesan's got that
It's a natural
salt in there, so it's good.
And if people can add, if they want to add, yo.
If you want to be salty, you add your salt.
Exactly.
You go for it.
Knowing us, you'll probably have 5 different flavored salts to choose from.
Yes, I like that.
The only rule, you got to salt it, like you got to bay it, eh?
Yes.
From up there.
You can try and do a Kobe, you can stand here, you can try and shoot the salt.
Shoot your shot like Kat did this morning, man. Okay, this is what we should have used, Zoe, incidentally, to make our ice lollies this morning, I think.
A piping bag.
Avoid the yogurt everywhere.
Piping bags are the best. I mean, Woolies had them in a pack of 6. And I'm telling you, it's a game changer. When you have to do stuff like this, just using a piping bag, or even, I don't know what happened this morning, I'll go back on YouTube. But it's just so convenient.
No, you don't have to look. You don't have to. No one has to know that we made ice lollies, okay? That's all anyone has to know.
Ice lollies. Ice lollies. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you add all your ingredients while your potato's still hot.
Warm,
and then you'll see it'll actually be a lot thicker than what it is right now. So you can decide, you know what you could do? You could do one giant one. And then I put the whole thing on.
Where are my pecans? Yo, buddy, I'm going to have to throw something at you.
We're doing a giant
Maybe some garlic butter.
No, we're doing a G. We're doing a G. Okay, here we go.
Yes, we are. Oh, my word. You have now just started the next TikTok trend, my bro. Do you realize that? Oh, look at that.
G.
G-unit.
For great, for great.
For greatness.
That goes to the oven. Obviously, when you do make this at home, you pipe it in little rounds, or if you are going to pipe it onto like a larger version of it, you pipe the whole thing. Just fill the whole thing, okay? We're just loving G today.
Yeah, no, we're being
And it goes into the oven. And then it comes out, okay, keep in mind, you've got garlic butter in there.
Yeah.
You've got Willie's mashed potato, which already has butter in it.
Yeah.
You've added Parmesan to it, okay?
It's a lot of oil and fats in there.
No, it's just decadent.
But that's woo.
It's decadent. So I'm going to bring the dish over to you, and I want to just also show you, for the gravy, don't be making gravy this year. Don't be making gravy this year.
Okay.
Willie's gravy, done. It's delicious. It's made by professionals the way that it's supposed to be made, with a classic recipe, so it's all in there. Again, it's all about the convenience. G, are you ready for this?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
We've made the beef Wellington, super simple. I know you like your Wellington, your beef rare-ish.
Yeah, no, for this, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, because it's not a fatty. So for me, if it's a fattier piece of meat, I prefer to cook it a little bit more towards, well, just to let the fats kind of render properly into the meat. But with a beautiful fillet like this, it don't need it.
Doesn't
don't
need
need
it.
nothing. You could eat this raw, to be honest.
Why not? Okay, so
But
G,
do it.
I've got the gravy for you. I'm
Okay.
gonna ask our friend maybe if he has music for us. I don't know. I don't know. What you do is you gotta drizzle your gravy first.
Okay, I'm just separating this from the crowd. I want my...
Do a drizzle. Taste the Wellington. Taste those potatoes. Okay. Oh.
It's kind of a little splatter. See, I've learned. Hey, man. Nice to see you again. Yeah, I know, last time.
What happened the last time?
Went really well.
Oh.
So we got the second date.
Going in for the beef first.
Mr. Wellington.
What you're looking for is flaky, delicious, buttery pastry. The flavor of that duxelle, which is that mushroom paste. You want it to be earthy, herby, full of, it has a meatiness of its own. Don't you throw me with that sage. And then it's got that Wellington, the actual beef itself.
No, I didn't get enough. Sorry.
Oh, you're gonna go in for a second bite?
You don't understand.
You don't understand. You haven't even tried the potatoes yet. Your mind's gonna be completely just blown. Okay, potatoes get nice and crispy on the top, fluffy on the inside. The Parmesan comes alive. Can I get you a chair? Can I get you a
bed?
A bed and a pillow.
And a doctor. That is superb.
It's crazy, right?
That is actually better than any beef Wellington I have tasted. Honestly, bro. No. That is insane.
And it impresses everybody every single time. And it's all done, really. All you're doing is just putting it together.
The flavor of that potato, incredible. If you want to get your hands on this recipe, as simple as this was to make, go to expressoshow.com. And then, of course, to get your hands on the straight from the freezer to your tummy, I'm going to say, items, go to woolworths.co.za. They've got your Christmas feast sorted. I have to throw something at you. I'm sorry, it was just too good. There we go, you just got saged.
Got saged.
back with that Feel Good, and we've got the right vibes with you this morning, courtesy of Ricardo Mendes. Now, he joins us now to perform his new music, venturing into the Amapiano space. And let me tell you, this one is absolute fire. It goes by the name of No Musa. Enjoy. Yeah, that's how we do it. Ricardo in the house, absolutely loving the fire, brother. I can see why everybody's welcoming you with open arms, and Mzansi must be loving you after this, but don't worry, it doesn't stop here. We've got 2 more performances coming at you in just a bit. We'll see you there. Nice.
Thank you so much. More performances coming your way this morning. Right now, though, let's get back into our national news. And Gauteng's Police Commissioner Elias Mawela says crime statistics for the second quarter of 2022 show an increase in the number of murders, rapes and hijackings in the province. So murder rose by almost 20% during this period. 1,597 cases were reported compared to the 1,320 in the same period the previous year. 8 police officers have died in the line of duty as well. And rapes almost rose by over 10% and car hijackings by 17%. We'll let that sink in. Now, scientists have warned that a new, more virulent strain of COVID-19 could possibly spread again here in South Africa. So researchers at the Africa Institute for Health Research in Durban have now warned that the coronavirus is still able to mutate. And Professor of Vaccinology at Wits, Shabir Mari, says that while there may be a new variant, there is no need to worry. He said, and we quote, "It's highly improbable that a further variant is going to end up causing a surge of severe disease and deaths as we experienced in the past, thankfully." Now, we cast a wider gaze. Let's start with our international news. Now, Botswana is investigating a new spate of elephant deaths in the north of the country 2 years after authorities say naturally produced toxins had killed more than 300 elephants in the area. The dead elephants were first found by the conservation group Elephants Without Borders, which counted 57 carcasses, mostly in an area adjacent to the wildlife-rich Chobe National Park. The Department of Wildlife and National Parks says it could not yet establish the total number of deaths, but heartbreaking. The latest carcasses were found with their tusks intact, thus likely ruling out poaching. Then Time magazine has named Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky as its Personality of the Year. Now, the award focuses on a person that had the greatest impact over the past 12 months. And the magazine says that Zelensky was a clear winner, not only because of how he persuaded the world to take action, but also because of his intransigence to remain in the Ukrainian capital, Kiev. Now, Time says his speeches broadcast from the Ukraine to various parliaments, the World Bank, and even the Grammy Music Awards in the US resulted in a tidal wave of action. Now, a Westland lowland gorilla named Kiburi, weighing just a paltry 193 kilograms and described as a 1.6-meter friendly and playful gentle giant, arrived at the famous London Zoo yesterday after being flown in as part of an international breeding program for this critically endangered species. So Kiburi's there to lead the Conservation Zoo's current troop of females, Mjuku and Effie, and youngsters, Alika and Jeannot, in the family's Gorilla Kingdom home. And gorilla keeper Glenn Hennessy said they are hoping in time to once again hear the pitter-patter of tiny little gorilla feet, boosting the dwindling population numbers of this critically endangered species. Kiburi, who is 18, traveled from a zoo in Tenerife in Spain and was given absolute VIP treatment by DHL on the 3.060-kilometer journey in an extremely comfortable custom-built crate. And appearing not phased at all, Kiburi enjoyed a meal of nutritious leafy greens, snacked on leeks and even some bananas, typically, and had a refreshing drink of cold fruit tea during his first-class trip. We are at Expresso, which I'm getting a little choked up. We wish Kiburi all the luck in the new world in his brand new home. Well, on that very positive note, we round up our news headlines. Let's touch on the sport again. Let's start with a big one from a South African perspective. Springbok Sevens coach Sandile Nkobo has included Darren Adonis in the Blitzboks playmaking role for this weekend's Cape Town Sevens. So Adonis's inclusion is the only change to the side that, of course, clinched the Dubai Sevens title yet again last weekend. And he comes in to replace Devalt Human, who picked up a groin injury in the previous tournament. And Adonis played in the opening tournament of the series in Hong Kong last month. South Africa will be in a pretty tough group in Pool A alongside France, Al Hudu side Fiji and Canada. Then speaking of playmakers, Belgium's star Eden Hazard has officially retired from international football at the age of 31. So Hazard made his Belgium debut back in 2008 at the age of just 17 and has gone on to win 126 caps, scoring 33 goals and influencing many more. This decision obviously comes after Belgium were knocked out of the World Cup in the group stages. Hazard has been a part of the squad that reached the semi-finals of the 2018 World Cup, losing 1-0 to France, went on to defeat England to finish third. Then on to cricket. They've done it again. Mahiri Hassan hit his maiden one-day international century and took two key wickets, as well as Bangladesh once again prevailed in a 5-run win over India to clinch the series. So the all-rounder made an unbeaten 100 to pull Bangladesh out from a precarious 69 for 6 at one point to go on to post 271 for 7. India's skipper Rohit, he hit an unbeaten 51 of just 28 balls to give Bangladesh a bit of a scare, but ultimately India ended on 266 for 9 in their 50 overs. So Bangladesh won their second successive series against India, getting past them in their previous meeting at home back in 2015. Now on to Formula One, plenty to get excited about from a fan's perspective. Azerbaijan's Baku City Circuit will host the first of Formula One's 6 sprint races next season. Yep, they've doubled it. The others will be held in Austria, Belgium, Qatar, Austin and Brazil. So Baku, Spain and Qatar and Austin will be hosting sprints for the first time now. Qatar, of course, absent from this year's calendar due to the country hosting the Soccer World Cup, obviously. And then Formula One now, as I said, has doubled the number of sprint race weekends, which the fans love, with 3 held this year as Italy's Imola, Austria and Brazil firmly placed that as a firm fan favourite. So we look forward to those with glee. But that's where we leave our sport for now. Once again, thank you so much to the Sevens players for coming down. Right now, let's get you to work safely and take a look at the traffic.
And here's a final look at your roads in Montague Gardens, Cape Town. There's a building on fire in Montague Gardens area along Freedom Way and Racecourse Road. Now, Montague Drive is currently closed, so please use an alternative route this morning. Then in Centurion, Johannesburg, there are roadworks currently on the N1 southbound after the Flying Saucer interchange. 2 lanes are closed. Expect delays this morning and add some extra travel time to your journey. And that's where I leave your traffic. Let's take a final look at your weather. And we start off with some news. The Cape Winelands District Municipality says fire crews are battling to contain 3 fires in the district. The municipality said a blaze at Brandvlei near Worcester, which was practically under control, flared up again at lunchtime yesterday and spread to new areas. Additional ground crews and helicopters were subsequently deployed. Air support was also sent from Worcester to Ceres, where several homes were threatened by a fire at Prince Alfred Hamlet outside of Ceres. The municipality spokesperson Joanne Otto said that they were also trying to quell a fire at Robertson. Meanwhile, the SA Weather Service has warned that extreme high fire danger conditions are expected today over the Kaima, the Hantam, the Karreeburg, the David Kruiper, the Tsansebane, as well as the Kai Garib local municipalities in the Northern Cape, as well as the Matsikama local municipality of the Western Cape. The service also warned that very hot and dry circumstances will result in uncomfortable conditions in the West Coast district of the Western Cape. Well, we now turn our attention to those sunrise views that you share with us one last time this morning. Let's kick it off with Ariel Ross, showing off this beautiful photo of the sky filled with fluffy clouds while heading out to work in Pretoria. Reiki Finch from Brits shared this view showing off wavy clouds between the branches of the trees. Leroy Middleburg shared this gorgeous photo from his roof with the sun shining through the trees out in the Eastern Cape. And last up, we have Ivana Barnes from Kariga showing this blissful video from tangerine to subtle pinks. What a lovely way to start the day. Well, if you have a sunrise view that you would love to share, our number is 063 408 8863. Let's get into today's temperatures. Polokwane, your low is 18, your high 27. Mpumbela, 18 with a high of 27. Pretoria, 16, 27. Johannesburg, 15, 25. Mahikeng, 17, 26. Klerksdorp, 16, 27. If you're in Kimberley, 18 is your low, 28 your high. Bloemfontein, 16, 28. If you're in Richards Bay, a low of 22 and a high of 33 can be expected. Pietermaritzburg, 18 with a high of 30. Durban, 23, reaching a high of 29. Mthatha, 17, 31. East London, 22, 26. Sunny in Craddock, 16 is your low, 36 your high. Gqeberha, your low is 20, your high 24. Rainy conditions in George, 14 with a high of 24. Cape Town, 19, 27 for today. Worcester, 20, 34. Sutherland, 17, 33. And if you're in Uppington, a hot day can be expected. Your low is 22 and your high 37 degrees Celsius. Well, that's your weather on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
I love it. Roshana Isaacs, looking as gorgeous as always, is here. We love the energy she brings, and she's brought her weapons of war. So, Roshana, we're going to glam it up for Christmas. What's the one word that needs to resonate in people's minds going into the festive season?
Blush.
Blush. I'm blushing right now. We'll see you for the glam up session in just a moment. Go get your awesome little brush, your weapon of war. We'll see you in a sec.
We got you covered. 24-hour long wear. New skincare and ingredients. Better skin by the day. Diverse shades. Transfer resistant and waterproof. For all skin. For every life. New Color Stay Longwear Makeup.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, it's your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and we are back, and it's also time for some glitz and glam. And this festive season is all about celebrations. So many parties to go to. I feel like so many weddings, and there's not enough time. So here to make our lives easier with holiday glam makeup tips is professional makeup artist Rishana Isaacs. Now, Rishana is also about to, put some glamorous makeup on our model Kaylin today. Rishana, it's always so great to have you here, especially when it comes to talking makeup, because that's something you are a master in my mind.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, well, listen, glam looks, lots to I know it's Christmas time, it's festive time. What are some of the things people can look out for in terms of trends?
So, goals. We are talking about goals at the moment. So it is Christmas, you always see reds and golds. Add that gold to the cheek, add it to the eye. Also blush. You want to pop the skin and give yourself some more of a flush in the skin tone and add it more higher onto the cheekbone. So I think adding it more higher to give the lift to the face. I use the Amy Hyanda and W Beauty palette for this. Literally you can have the golds in here, the neutrals, and even a blush. So what I do is I add this beautiful pink shade up here. So don't pull the face down and add it low down onto the cheek.
Because that's where we normally think blush needs to go.
Yes, everybody thinks apples on the cheek, but it actually pulls the face down. So high up, and then add a nice gold to the cheekbone.
So are you using this palette, which can be used as an eyeshadow palette? You're using it for a bit of the face, or is it actually more for the face? And is it versatile?
Yes, exactly. So I use it on the eyes, the cheeks, everything. So I love this on the eye. Over
Look
here.
How that gold just
Look how it pops. Isn't that gorgeous?
It is gorgeous.
Add that gold as well to the cheekbone, and then I add this beautiful, flushy, cuddle pink to the cheek over here as well.
So if I'm being told this holiday, I'm looking to golden, I'm going to say, Rishana said I must add gold. I love this. Now talk me through Kaylin's look, because you have been talking about adding the blush to lift the face, adding pops of gold. What else have you done?
Yes, so I love starting off with a nice illuminating skin. Don't put too much foundation on. Have a nice sheer coverage foundation first, and then adding that luminosity with the golds, and then using more neutral shades, and then adding the flush back into the skin with the blush. And then a huge trend now is doing a lip that's close to the skin color, close to the lip shade as well. So look for the lip color in the middle of the lip there. Go for something as close to that as possible, and just pop that. You could use also a nice brick tone, which is also trending now for the festive season, but this just works well on everyone. Look for something that's as close to your lip shade as possible.
Now, I love that you go for me, it's like, you spend so much time and energy and effort onto getting your skin clear, and then you cover it up with foundation. I love that you've gone for more of a cleaner skin look.
Yes.
And because in South Africa, festive time, it is summer, it is hot. You don't want to have all those additional layers of foundation.
Yes.
Now, how can we combat the heat in some way? Do you have any makeup or tricks or tips that we can do so that we don't feel like we're constantly sweating and like changing our foundation?
So primer is super, super important. You want to prep the skin well for the festive season. So that's going to keep the makeup on much longer. And then a good setting spray, one of my favorites is the W Beauty. This is going to keep your makeup on beautifully all day. And this also refreshes the makeup throughout the day as well.
Oh, beautiful.
That just gives your skin more of that glow that we're looking for.
So we want the glow, but we don't necessarily want the shine. How can we prevent being too shiny?
So powder only in the places that you need to powder. A lot of people think that you need to powder all over the face, but that's what's going to give that cakiness.
Okay.
So powder underneath the eye, next to the nose, and on the top lip. That's the most important, because if you look shiny there, you look like you're sweating.
Yes.
So underneath the eye, next to the nose, top lip, very, very important. Use a nice translucent powder. W Beauty has a beautiful one as well.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, we are getting all the festive season tips. We are getting all the festive season tricks. Rishana, thank you so much for showing us this beautiful look on our model today. And I love that you've also given us all the tricks about adding gold, but also to avoid the shininess, but rather to have that glow that we want. It looks amazing. Well, celebrate this festive season looking glamorous. Shop all of your makeup and skincare needs at Woolworths. It's available in-store, online, as well as on the Woolies app.
Now, from oh so glamorous beauty to decadent treats, let's go nuts this festive season.
It's like Ricky.
I've got an idea. Our slice, you spread, Ollie. This will get us going.
1, 2.
Go Nuts peanut butter. Nuttiness you'll never forget.
Made with love by Clover.
Now, we have, yes, been going nuts for Clover Go Nuts peanut butter, now available in 800 grams. And it's great for sandwiches, smoothies, obviously snacks, and even a dessert, a frozen dessert, like these peanut butter Froyo cups. Perfect treat for the kids this festive season. I say kids lightly, us immature people as well. Yeah, really easy, simple, really nutritious as well. Beautiful flavor profile. I love this vibe. If it's got peanut brittle involved, I am there for that. There are a few steps, though, that we need to adhere to. So I'm going to go and grab our melted peanut butter.
You just heard the microwave go
It was just reinforcing just how amazing our nuts are. So what we've done is we've melted our chocolate, okay? And I'm going to ask you to decant the melted chocolate into our little ramekins there, our little paper holders. And we've let the other chocolate cool down. So once you've put the melted chocolate in, let it cool first so that the layers don't mix. But we're just showing you that for the sake of the full process. Then I'm going to create the filling that's going to go on top. Now, this is important. So we've got our frozen banana, and our little kitchen fairies were telling me that a real trick here, because we are kind of creating an ice cream consistency.
Yes.
With our coconut cream, make sure that it is super chilled.
Your bananas?
No, your coconut cream. So the bananas, freeze them first. And what's great is if you've got bananas entering like the final stage of their lifespan, freeze them, chop them up and freeze them.
Then they're at their sweetest as well.
Exactly, exactly. So we've got our chilled coconut cream going in there as well. And this is the key thing. Make sure that the coconut cream is chilled. It's going to whip better, which is going to create a more ice cream-like consistency. That's the science of our creative arts here. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to mix these guys into a beautiful consistency. And I think this one, I'm going to shout it out, treat it as a frozen dessert. So when you take it out, don't leave it out for too long. Eat them within a few minutes, definitely.
Or keep them in the freezer. I love that there's just something about peanut butter and banana that is a winning combination. Oh,
I absolutely adore it. Well, and you've got to have the best quality peanut butter as well. And what I love about the Clover Go Nuts smooth peanut butter, it's made with 90% choice grade peanuts, perfectly grounded to create a smooth, very spreadable peanut butter that is perfect, obviously, for lunches, for snacks, for smoothies, or just about anything. And now we get it in an 800 gram size. So let the kids spread the nuttiness that they'll never forget. Okay, so now what we're going to try and do, Zozo, is we're going to put we're going to decant our beautiful mixture onto the top of the hardened chocolate.
How much should I decant?
Just leave a little space at the top for our melted peanut butter. And I suppose this is up to you in terms of how much of each flavor profile you want to see there, but that's looking perfect. See, we've learned our lesson from our ice lollies this morning.
We have learned our lesson. We did.
Okay, and then our peanut butter is still pretty melty.
When your mold is bigger.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, now you're going to introduce some of the melted peanut butter on top.
Oh,
and
I'm loving the layers. I'm here for the layers. The layers and the flavors.
And all very complementary flavors as well. You went for like a giant gloop there.
Of course.
Absolutely beautiful.
Want that peanut butter.
And then we're going to sprinkle our peanut brittle on top, so it's not too sweet. And you've got a nice creaminess there to temper the sweetness as well. And of course, in terms of the kind of chocolate that you like, I mean, I would go with the dark chocolate always because I just absolutely adore it. But go with the chocolate that you like. And as we always say, with these kinds of recipes, this is what we love. This is what our kind of amazing kitchen team has put together. But you follow your own flavor and taste preferences.
You do.
And then just sprinkle on some of that peanut brittle. I'd probably put more peanut brittle than is required or than
Oh, but there's, you
the
know what?
recipe says.
Peanut brittle is just one of those winner things that you can add to a salad. It's great for a dessert. It just adds a crunchiness.
It's
crunchiness
beautiful.
to your salad.
I was thinking you could do peppermint crisp.
You can do peppermint crisp if you want to be naughty. I mean, I would add more nuts. I would add more nuts because I mean, to get that peanut butter flavor. Definitely cookie dough.
Cookie dough. Even
Yes.
speaking of cookies, you could go the Oreo route. This is beautiful. It's a jumping off point, but that being said, we've got to taste our goodies. So Zoe,
I'll
go
grab
and
this
select
plate.
2 that look absolutely beautiful and amazing. And if you guys are wanting to, have we taken it out of the paper before?
We've taken it out of the paper. You can serve it, as you can see, some in the paper, some are out of the paper, however you feel. But I think it's just so beautiful to see the different layers.
Yes, yeah. It looks beautiful and it's beautifully frozen, so eat it while it's cold.
Ooh. This is a yummy dessert. The chocolate actually goes quite hard, so really get into that cup.
Like a chocolate cup.
I love the hint of peanut butter coming through.
And it's quite light. So it's not too indulgent, not too over the top, which makes it almost more dangerous because you're going to be eating a lot of them.
This is good. Good recipe. If you want to get your hands on it, it is available on our website, expressoshow.com. If you've missed any of the steps, you're in luck. We've got a recap for you.
Made with love by Clover. Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And if you are looking for a party-ready look for your year-end function, for a Christmas Eve party, perhaps New Year's Eve, or even a wedding, no matter the occasion, Woolworths have you covered with standout styles that will make you the star of the show. Now, earlier we had a great makeup session, and now we are here to help you out to glam up this festive season. To sort out your wardrobe, we have stylist and blogger Megan Pedro. I'm here for the festive season. I'm here for the festivities when it comes to the beautiful clothing. Yes. Megan, what trends can we look forward to as we approach summer?
Oh, I think striking, stylish, popping tones.
I mean, look at this rack. This is just absolutely beautiful. The blues, the pinks, Woolworths knows what's happening this season.
They do know. So let's talk through this railing. Let's see what we can potentially wear on Christmas Day, maybe going to a New Year's Eve party, or even a staff. I mean, year-end functions is huge right now.
Yes, 100%. Also, you know, I love a transitional wardrobe, a wardrobe that's really going to see you through. So it doesn't necessarily have to just work just for December. So I am loving the slip dress. This is such a breathable material. The satin is absolutely beautiful. Also, the ruching is so flattering. Women, we love to just accentuate the waist. This is such a perfect way to do it. And this color, the adjustable straps are great for this cut, as well as the V.
I'm here for the color. May I hold on to this?
Of course you can.
This color is, it's like Barbie. It's also very on trend right now.
100%. Also the black, so chic. You know, I love a black moment. And I think to accessorize it, this is a glass stone choker. And I think it's such a great way to kind of pull in color, put a bit of sparkle.
And a bit of glam. I'm gonna hand that back to you.
Sure. Then we can move on to, if you want to do a pants and top set, I think that it's so great to do a wide leg pants. It is so chic. I think it's also breathable. It's summer, it's hot. You just want to, you know.
And this material is so silky and soft.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So we love a high-waisted pants. And then I think, especially for that, when you want to make your wardrobe really transition, I think that it's so great to have a camisole. A camisole that comes in various different colors. The cut is also so great. Again, adjustable straps, V-neck, so flattering. We've got that, and then, oh, I love a print.
Oh, and this is a beautiful kimono.
Love a print. So Kaylin has literally been styled to perfection.
And she just had her makeup done.
She had. So I think that she's ready for a party season. What is so lovely is this kimono. Oh my goodness. So Kaylin, I'm gonna pop this on you.
To finish off her look.
How lovely.
I'm loving all the silks coming through.
And over the last 2 years, you know, we've really loved sets. We've loved matching sets. Woolies has just elevated it. As we get out there, as we get out in the world right now, I think that it's so lovely to do this, as well as, because it comes, you know, separately, it is so lovely to wear it poolside, to wrap it as a dress. You can do so much.
You can do so much with it. And what I love about these bold colors, if you bring me that pink little camisole that you've got there, you can pair that. If you really want to be bright with Kaylin's outfit, bring in your blues. So many colors to pull from this.
100%. I also love that you can kind of go from pink during the day, and then you just swap out a black camisole and you have your night look.
You have your night look. You can even play on this burnt orange, which, I mean, I try not to do the matchy-matchy thing, but sometimes you see beautiful camisoles like this and you just want to.
Yes, and it just works, 100%.
So now we've got the ladies covered. Let's focus on the gents. I feel like we always forget about them, and I also need some help. I mean, it's festive season. You're going to quite a few weddings. I've mentioned that because that's what's on our list this holiday. And you worry because you're going to a hot area and you don't necessarily want to be dressed in a suit. So how can we help the men look nice but feel comfortable?
100%. You also do, you know, suits in black is always very chic, but we're seeing so many blues right now. Blues, I think, are so, it's the new chic, I think, really. We've got the most beautiful texture in the suit. You can see that there are blacks that kind of pull into this, you know, material, which I think is so lovely to accessorize, whether you're wearing your sneaker, your belt, a shirt, a top. I think a lovely way to kind of do it, because, you know, jackets are very, very dressy, and you really like that over the festive season. You really want to, you know, add a little bit of elegance. It's so nice when you layer your t-shirts or your underneath layer. So you can go a t-shirt. Woolworths has the most beautifully sustainable cotton,
which most people will think is maybe too casual, but if you pair that with your blazer, you really step the look up.
And then you've got the in the middle. So you don't have to go full t-shirt. You can kind of go golf shirt, which I think is really nice. You know, it adds a bit of a collar. And then you've got, of course, got your dress shirt.
And that's where you can't go wrong.
So we've got the, like, amazing.
Let's bring our next model in. And he's wearing the blue suit you were highlighting.
So I think so chic. Look how it fits. I think that the fit is absolutely beautiful. Also, to wear a t-shirt just kind of casualizes it, but you've got, you know, the stunning elegance of the suit.
And look, he's wearing black sneakers. It's casual, yet it's still not too, he just walked off the street.
100%. And also to keep it plain black, to not have, you know, an embellishment or something. The plain black sneakers from Woolworths are just so beautiful right now because it's like a dress shoe.
It is a dress shoe. Looking good and dapper. That's how we want the gents to feel this festive season. I love the pinks that you've brought out for the ladies, the different options for the men to really also make sure that, you know, his and hers looks good.
Yes, 100%.
Oh, Megan, it's so great. I'm so excited for the festive season. If there's one tip when it comes to maybe if you're going to be traveling, and this is more of a selfish tip, to pack your wardrobe, what kind of essentials are necessary?
You know what's so lovely about satin and this kind of material is that it rolls so easily.
Okay.
So you're literally popping it into your wardrobe, you put it onto a hanger, you don't have to think about an ironing board over the festive season. I think that's the perfect way to go.
Oh, well, there we go. Megan Pedro coming through with all of that you need. And of course, all of these looks are available in Woolworths, in-store, online, as well as on the Woolies app.
Yes, Mzansi, welcome back to it. And if you haven't figured it out by now, then clearly it is the theme. Amapiano. It is the musical genre of the day. Now, we keep it things fresh and exciting on the show, and that's all thanks to musician Ricardo Mendes in the building. Now, here he is with another one. It's a performance that you're going to absolutely love, and it's titled Something About You. Let's go.
But the way you look into my eyes, I feel high, intoxicated by your love. Can't get enough of your touch, killing me softly, softly with your touch. Something but you keeps me up at night. 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 Something about you. Something about you. Something about you. Something about you. Something about you.
All right, okay, I figured it out. It's actually something about you, man.
Yeah.
And you got us all hooked on this. I tried my favorite and my best to just stand still, but I couldn't resist. The body just took over, the beats took over, and I'm here for it. We've got one more performance coming at you. Ricardo's in the house, so don't go anywhere, Mzansi. You're going to love this next one.
You too can win big with Tropica. Buy a Tropica promo pack, follow the details, enter, and stand a chance to win your share of thousands of smooth prizes, such as airtime, data, AEG fridges, Island Tribe hampers, Rest Assured beds, plus limited edition Tropica bags, towels, tents, cooler bags, and cushions. The more Tropica you buy, the more chances you stand to win. Tropica, nothing smoother.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Christmas is a time for being together. That really is the most important part, whether that's with family or friends or your tribe, it doesn't matter. You need to stay connected. And something I think I look forward to most is the iconic Christmas lunch. Yes, the eating, but it's also the festive vibe, the setting. And this year, I'm the one setting up the table. And to be honest, I'm a little intimidated at the prospect, so I've brought in the experts. I'm back with Yolande and Georgie Mitton, and we've got some amazing Crazy Store festive items that we're going to be using in some unconventional, some very traditional ways. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us. I love that confident nod of appreciation when I say these things. Now, bearing in mind, I'm going to steal all of your intellectual property and pass it off as my own.
Perfect.
Kind of festive genius. From the laurel wreath on the door, we were guiding people into our home. And where do we start when dressing our festive table?
So I think the starting point is to decide whether we're going to have a formal setting or whether we're going to have an informal setting. So the formal setting traditionally would be laying the table with your places around or on the outskirts of a table, and then doing a lavish centerpiece or a pared back centerpiece or just a fun centerpiece with the likes of. One can use this wreath again because that's our theme, that's our little story, our thread that takes us through, and it could be placed in the center of the table with our flashing little Christmas
How cute is the house? Actually take a moment here and appreciate. Look at it.
Yeah, beautiful, lights up, available from Crazy Store. So we love those. That could be in the center. Then we've got these beautiful little tea lights.
Load-shedding accessories.
Load-shedding accessories. And George?
Speaking of which...
You can even use their solar-powered garden stakes. If you just rotate this around, you could actually turn them on and have them on your table as your load-shedding Christmas accessory light.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah, you could accessorize. They've got these beautiful wine cork LED lights that you can accessorize with any kind of open empty bottle. You can clean it, and then you can put your little Santa's hat to hide the mechanism there.
You can even do it as you go. So as you empty your bottle,
exactly,
you can just rinse it out and then put that in. How do we introduce cozy notes? How do we create that warmth?
So I think with cozy notes, it's about color and it's about texture, about layering up. So we've got different kinds of tinsels that the Crazy Store sell, an abundant
Every
supply.
kind of tinsel, pretty much. Yeah.
So we are spoiled for choice when it comes to tinsels. So we've kind of got our traditional tinsel. George, drape yourself in it. You can wear it. Yeah. Or we've got our sequin tinsel, which I think is quite beautiful.
Yeah.
And then this could
your
be
loose tinsel.
Or your loose tinsel. And this could also be kind of used in your center of your table. If it's a circular table in that way, or one can actually thrash it out.
And this kind of feels like an expression of abundance.
Yes.
You know, it's like a pile of gold on my table.
Imagine arriving, and that's how your place setting looks. It just looks spectacular.
You used the word earlier, magical.
Yeah, magical. So you can actually kind of defragment this and scatter it across your table, which is beautiful because it's got its own bling.
Yeah,
And its
completely.
own light.
And it's quite bougie. I quite
also
like
think
that. Absolutely beautiful. I think you guys are notorious for doing things differently. You were joking about taking like a stick out of the garden and dressing that up. But you can think in a different way. And often those can be the major talking points at your table or any kind of center of decoration. How would you introduce different things? So obviously we've got our outdoor lights being used as a swizzle stick, I think is absolutely beautiful. But what would be the advice for injecting something different or having a little bit of fun, as you said earlier, to express your vibe, your style?
So I think that it's quite a nice thing to do is to make your Christmas table or your festive table an interactive table. So what I've done in the past is you buy beautiful plan printing rolls of white paper, and then you would actually run that down as the runner on your table. And then you can have crayons, you can have beautiful Sharpie Cokies, you can have sticks of charcoal, which becomes interesting because we draw.
And then what do you do for the kids?
And then the kids play, and then you could actually gift sections of that to your friends when they leave as artworks.
Beautiful.
Is one idea. Another idea is to play with interactive napkins. So you could do a whole lot of different paper napkins. You could draw on them, plain white ones. You could write someone's name on it, and that's their place setting.
Kids to get involved
You could
in
get
that
your
sense.
kids to get involved. You could print, design your own napkins, or you could play with different napkin little accessories.
Yeah, it's nice to create height on the table as well. So using traditional things like serviettes, or even taking traditional things like tinsel and elevating them. You could wrap tinsel around hula hoops or round objects and like cascade them down your table and create this sort of suspended three-dimensional table, which brings that height back into the table. And also sometimes your centerpiece accessories are too high for conversation. So actually elevating your decorations at a higher level so you can communicate with each other is a definite way to keep it interactive.
I demand only one thing at Christmas, okay? It's a good cracker, all right? Because I'm a little bit crackers, okay? So I need a good cracker. Go and reach in next to our naughty elf there, Georgie, if you will, and grab us some beautiful crackers, because everyone needs to read the silly little jokes that you find inside. Is it bad karma to pull a cracker this early before Christmas? Surely not. Hey?
I think it's fantastic.
I think it's fantastic. Go for it. Oh, and you won, and it is a little squeegee dinosaur. My Georgie would absolutely love that. You have no idea.
We
Very
love
cute.
that. You can decorate your glasses with these.
Okay, what do Santa's little helpers learn at school, guys? The alphabet. Okay, now that we've covered A to Z in the alphabet, hopefully we've inspired you guys to think creatively and have a little bit of fun with this. Slow roasts, mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, of course, aside. There is something so special about a beautiful Christmas meal shared with the people who matter most to you. And with all the festive essentials to be found at the Crazy Store, your festive table setup is sorted. In fact, that table you've been dreaming of all year might be closer than you think. And with over 450 stores nationwide, you are sure to find even a few stocking fillers as well. And yes, a naughty elf, or 2 or 5.
Come in with a little, leave with a lot. The Crazy Store has a whole range of stuff bound to surprise and delight the whole family.
We're getting ready to fall in love with chocolate over and over again. Our Clover Bliss chocolate lava cakes, they are rich, they are fudgy, they are ready in less than 30 minutes. And we're going to get Graham to come and join us for this perfect occasion. Because have you ever made a lava cake?
I have not. Or I tried once and then blocked it out because it failed so dismally. No, I can remember my mom going through various iterations of this and me being the taste tester, which I loved.
Yes.
But it was quite a thing, so I'm hoping that we've got a kind of a few little hacks to make it slightly easier.
We're going to make it easier, and I feel like this is a foolproof recipe. So in front of you, I need you to whisk your eggs and your sugar together.
All right.
And I'm going to give you some egg yolks.
Okay, I'm using our muscovado sugar by the looks of it.
Wish me luck.
Okay. It's been trial and error in the kitchen today, but the results have been spectacular. So, oh, look at you. Well done.
Me. Oh, that's for the batter.
Okay.
Okay, so while you whisk that, we have pre-melted our chocolate.
Chocolate,
you can
okay.
obviously do that over, do they call it a double bain-marie?
A double boiler or a bain-marie?
Double boiler.
I mean, a double boiler bain-marie would have like 5 bowls on top of one.
That would have lots of
But the bottom line is,
layers.
Yeah, don't melt it directly. You know, have the hot steam underneath the bowl heating it.
You can add that as well as a quarter cup of our Clover Bliss. And we are using the Clover Bliss medium cream chocolate dairy dessert. It is a ready-to-eat chocolate dairy dessert that you can pour, you can sauce, or use on top of any sweet treat. We will be adding that too for some extra indulgence. So while you're mixing away there...
And you said how much of this?
Just a quarter cup. Just a quarter cup. We're adding more... Actually, add it to the chocolate.
To the chocolate, okay. Chocolate on chocolate.
Chocolate
I love
on
it.
chocolate.
I love it.
There we go.
And this is nice because this is going to prevent that chocolate from setting. So this is where you're going to get your oozage, hey, your lava.
Definitely. So there we go. You're going to add a little bit of flour to your mixture, this mixture, and then add your chocolate.
Oh, beautiful.
And then once we put these in our little ramekins that have been sprayed, because you want to get them out nice and easy, you'll simply pop these into the oven, and when they are ready, you can enjoy and decorate with some fresh berries. We've got some strawberries here. We've got some raspberries, as well as a little bit of icing sugar, just to give it that perfect finish.
Okay, and this is a part of the process when adding anything hot to egg. Bear in mind what happens to egg when it is heated too quickly. It cooks. And we are not obviously wanting scrambled egg. So just make sure your chocolate has cooled a little bit and just mix it through smoothly. But this is looking like the perfect lava texture, and I think we've done well, eh?
We did. So you're going to add those two to these two ramekins.
I know. We should have done a rock, paper, scissors for this one, I think.
Good luck pouring.
Yeah, I was going to say. We keep getting impossible utensils. Okay, and I'm filling it to the top.
You can fill it to the top. We're going to be nice and generous. And when they come out, you've got your little lava cakes there. Now you can simply just finish it off by decorating. I don't know, do you do the icing sugar first or do you do the fruit first?
It's up to you. Maybe,
maybe
you'll divide the internet with this one.
Let's do one like that.
Oh.
Add our fruit on top.
Oh, my goodness.
And then we can do one. Oh, let's add some dairy, some of our Clover Bliss.
Oh, yes, do it.
Do a dollop over there.
Where do you want it? On top?
On top of that one. We're playing around with this. Look at that.
Yay.
Add your berries. One more for effect. And then finish it off with a bit of snow.
Oh, that looks exquisite. This is a crowd pleaser. It's quite zhuzh. And it is really simple to make. And if you take a look at our finished product here, well, you'll get obviously the caramel outside.
The lava oozes out.
You want to cut that guy in half and let's
I was going to bite it.
Okay, bite it. See the when in doubt. Oh, but look at that. You can see it's all hard and caramelized on the outside.
And it's got that gooey center.
We nailed it. Well, I say we nailed it. Our
We
kitchen
nailed it.
fairies
Our
are
recipe
amazing.
nailed it.
Yes, we do thankfully work with the best kitchen team in the world to create these delicacies. But what I've loved about every meal today, the results spectacular, the prep time minimal. Don't waste your entire Christmas day or any festive day of celebration in the kitchen. Make things pre-prep what you can. Do these delicious little kind of festive hacks to give yourself time to spend with a family. And then what better way to say thank you to your family for an amazing year than with these gorgeous little lava cakes, eh?
Oh, well, if you want to get your hands on this recipe, it is available on our website, expressoshow.com. Just search for the chocolate lava cakes.
Made with love by Clover. Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, Mzansi, we are back at it once again with Mr. Versatile. It's not just a pretty face. He writes, he dances, he's a composer, he's doing so many things right now. I'm talking about Ricardo Mendes. And right now, what he's going to be doing is combining his R&B vocals with Amapiano. We are here for it now. He joins us one last time with an exceptional performance, and it's called Africa, My Home. Take it away.
Africa, my Africa, my Africa, my Africa, my home. Africa, my Africa, my Africa, my Africa, my home.
Let me get in on this action over here. Man, I absolutely love it. That is what it's about. Ricardo Mendes in the building. The man's absolutely slayed these performances this morning. And don't forget to check out his latest EP, which has dropped. It's called I Am Ricardo Mendes. It's available online. You definitely want to get some of this feeling. Man's making us feel at home, but also shouting out everything about our beautiful culture to the rest of the world. And I can't thank you for that. Man, you've been exceptional this morning. I'm wishing you and your dancers nothing but the best of luck as you continue to slay away and put our name on the map. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, Ricardo Mendes in the building. Yeah, yeah,
yeah! Thank you, boys. A bit of a bromance budding over there. We absolutely love it. It's been one of those magical shows. I know I get like a giddy little schoolboy whenever the Sevens players come through. And the fact that these guys came out here so excited about this weekend, knowing that they're not even going to be able to play, to show that Gees, absolutely love it. To the Springbok Sevens team, go and seal the deal in Cape Town. If you can get down there to show some Gees, do that.
Make it back-to-back championships.
Yeah, baby. Come on. And then Craig David is here, so go and enjoy that tonight. Go and show him some love because he's shown Kat and our Expresso team, our family, a lot of love. So if you can, get there, go and take a lot of videos, and then we'll see you tomorrow. Why? Because it's the weekend, baby. Have an amazing day. We love you. Mwah. Adios.
Bye. Here's to all those glorious, sweet and savory once-a-year recipes and family memories that makes the season so festive. Made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.